everybody. We are here for Dungeons and Dragons, episode 7. So happy to be here today. We are joined by everybody in the party. We got Xander, uh, Fantasy Blue, Tim, and Will Fair. Alright, I'll jump back into the Discord with them to see what is going on. I still have to finish my character creation, but other than that, looks like we're going to have some fun today. Why is Wong muted?
He's just waiting for us.
I'm in a food coma, so I'm just chilling right now.
Yeah, Wong is all business, bro. He's only here when we start.
True, actually, it's all business. He never likes being early, and he always gets there right on time.
I'm the best employee ever.
He doesn't like talking to people.
Hardware acceleration's not on. Damn it.
They don't just there's nowhere I could just find like okay, you can only prep 3 spells at level 2.
It's probably on the actual like 2e page.
The T page. That's what I'm on.
Netties 2e.
Oh,
Pathfinder?
not these? No, not these.
I should tell you on Netties for sure for your class.
These. Oh yeah, I'm on net these. I was on net these.
Where
It says like how many spell slots you have, but it doesn't say like how many you can prep at that level.
So yeah, first level you can at first level you can prepare up to 2 first level spells and 5, and then plus blah 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 blah.
This.
Yeah.
Is that the wizard class? It tells you the wizard
This is
class.
on Wizards, yeah.
Is it that chart right there? 5, 3, 1.
Oh, thank you for the like, Melina. Still setting up.
Yeah. So you prepare up to first level. Yeah. So, because remember, yeah, no, because the chart is the amount you can prepare, right? Because remember, wizards can learn as many spells as they fucking want. They just have to find them.
Oh, okay, so these are prepared. I thought these are spell slots.
I think they actually are spell slots for that.
Yeah, I think they're spell slots.
Okay, we level 3 or we level 4?
Level 3.
I changed my level to 3 already, but did my stuff adjust? When you level up, it auto adjusts for you, right?
Yeah, everything does except for your like the class.
The
like,
feats.
skills
Class
feats. And
feats.
you were changing your class, remember? So you just gotta make sure everything is good to go.
I was changing my class?
Yeah, because you're gunslinger now instead of ranger.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let me just look it up. Mhm. See? Oh, interesting.
So what's that?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna play it like that.
Whoa, something sounds so crazy. What is it? Tell me.
I'm looking at how it works. So, since you're a prepared caster, right? You're not a spontaneous caster. So the way it works is that how it works is that you have to, for prepared casters, you prepare your spells at the beginning of the day. All your spells have to be prepared, but it's not like 5e where you prepare them and you can have access to any ones you want to use at the time, right? No,
Yeah.
it's like writing, it's like preparing bullets. And every bullet in the beginning of the day, you write the spell name of the spell on it, basically. And you just have that spell for the day. So it's not like changing your spells like mid-fight and choosing from your book, right? It's basically it's basically preparing a bullet for the day.
Like writing teleport.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't use that spell, you just don't use it.
So then,
So
then
imagine,
let's
like,
say if I like had like a bunch of spells and I wanted to prep all of them, I could.
You
But then I would just
could
have to spend like 3 hours doing that or
You
something.
could not.
Oh,
because you can only prepare 3 bullets a day. So what I'm saying is that like you have magic missile as the first level spell, right?
yeah.
To cast magic missile twice in a day, you have to write 2 bullets dedicated in the beginning of the day, written that says I'm doing 2 magic missiles today.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're not gonna play it like that.
Dude, that's why they hate wizard. Dude, that's why they hate casters in this Pathfinder, dude.
It's prepared versus spontaneous. That's why.
Yeah.
Prepared, you have a whole list, but then remember spontaneous are like you can just cast like from your list of whatever you have.
Mhm.
That's why it's different, and that's why I guess that's how they balance wizards from knowing everything, because you have to like decide. We're not gonna play it like that. You have access to everything you're preparing, and I'll just say that you can prepare, up to your intelligence modifier. Intelligence modifier plus your level. Is that fine?
Dude, my modifier's
4, so you can prepare 7.
4. So 4 plus 7. Okay, 7. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
that's
that
good
fine?
enough. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, preparing everything anyways, right? You have all your spells.
Yeah.
Just when you have more spells, right? That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Just
Okay.
do your spell modifier plus your intelligence, because that's so stupid. I don't want to. That's so stupid. I'm not gonna have you do that.
Alrighty then.
All right, everyone good? You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, we're going to do a quick mic check. So let me have everyone do. Oh shit, my audio input's not working. What up? How are you? Okay. 1, 2, 3 testing. 1, 2, 3 testing. Ah. Okay, I need to put mine up. Oh shit. Put mine a little bit higher. Okay, so that's good for me.
So for level 3, you get 1 skill increase.
Okay. Mic testing going down the list. Grant, can I have you mic test?
Hello, this is Balto. Mic testing for the D&D session part 7. 7. Wow.
Okay.
7 sessions already. 3-hour sessions each. That's over 21 hours of content.
Basically, yes, but not edited though, unfortunately.
Not edited.
Okay. Can I have Tim? Can you go ahead?
Hello, travelers. Welcome to my inn. Today I am serving fish with veggies and the best ale in the continent. Hello. Welcome. Hello.
Stupid. Okay. Okay. Can you do that one more time?
Okay. Hello, everyone. What's up?
This mic is a
Hello.
little different, huh?
Yeah, because I'm not home. It's a little
Definitely.
different today.
Okay.
Hello.
And then, okay, that's fine. And then can I have Fantasy Blue? Can you go ahead and mic check for me?
Oh, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
A bit lower for you. Okay. And then Alex, can I have you mic test real quick?
Hello. This is Mike Hawk, reporting in for duty.
Okay, you guys are all good.
Nice.
Okay, perfect. And then I need to check my own mic. Miking testing 1, 2, 3 testing. Nope, my gain's too low. Mic testing. Nope. Mic testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're cool. Chilling. Okay, that's good. And then I have the fucking infinity screen on right now. Okay. Okay. Magical shrine can only be taken once, but Garrett's selected a second time. What the? Game's toweling on you, dude. Alright, and then Neon Cognito. Go Pathfinder. Foundry. D&D. And then computer ownership. Testing has to be testing. I need emotional gain. I need another memory. Okay, configure settings. Core. Frame rate, FPS meter, font size. Play capture. Go through. Perfect. Lower. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then everyone's Discord pictures are set up. Landing page set up. Things all set up. Okay, we're good. Alrighty. Okay, and then this, this. Hopefully this works. Does.
Yeah, that's fucking good. I'm taking this feat.
Okay, that's good. That's all set up. Audio from here. Okay. Alrighty, so let me just start this then. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, we are ready to go. Actually, everyone's all good. Everyone's all leveled up. Everyone's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Alrighty. Okay, so since everyone is good, let us begin our 7th session of this game. It has been a while since we've played. It's been 70 days, or 69 days actually, exactly. 69 days and 21 hours ago, apparently. So, it's been a while. It's been almost it's actually 2.5 months, dude. When was the last time we played? Freaking in June? Is that how long it's been? We skipped all of July.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah, I think so.
skip all of July, all of August. That's crazy. Alrighty then. So, let me just go ahead and get started with all this stuff. So in our last game, our heroes, Balto the gunslinger Shuni, Geralt the automaton wizard, Harold the human oracle, and Mike Hawk the swashbuckler fetchling, had begun their journey into their first official adventure. Having met a man named Kosi J, the group had learned many things in South Camp, the main city on the south side of Borgball. The group had seen the destitute headquarters of Angel Feather and the sorry state of the representatives left there. The group met the governess of South Camp, Muriel Farlight, and she had given the group permissions to do work in Borgball. In addition to giving Mike Hawk a hearthstone. After that, they recruited a high priest named Bernard from the nearby monastery in order to help their friend, whose name I have forgotten. Vils, yes, Vils. They went to go help Vils, who had been infected with a reflection-based disease, and unfortunately, Bernard could not have done anything for Vils at that point in time. So Bernard murdered Vils and took his body back to the monastery. Without a higher casting spell, or a better priest, or even a solution to the reflection, Vils would not be able to be revived, and his body seemed to. Bernard said that his body would keep for about a year's time. So, leaving that in the back of their minds, they met up back up with Kosi J, and I believe that's basically it. Everyone went on small little adventures on their own things. But other than that, you guys are right in the early morning, right in front of Muriel Farlight's house, meeting with Kosi J to exit and actually embark on your first foray into a reflection, which is the reflection of, I believe it was the reflection of ice, to try and do something with that. I'm trying to find my notes, and for some reason they are gone. Oh, here it is. I got it. So just going back again to the reflection, you guys showed the Arctic reflection, and the Arctic reflection was the objective, was the mystery of the witch. Mystery of the frozen world was the mystery, and there was trying to find the source of the actual reflection to try and claim it for yourself. But yeah, let's go ahead and just go down, everybody. Let's just have everyone say their names and just get the voices to the pictures because it's been a while since we've last played. So, Grant, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, everyone. I am Grant. I play Balto. I am a Shuni, and I changed from Summoner to Gunslinger. Everything's not set to about level 5, so if any changes do occur in the future, sorry about that.
Yeah. So the way I'm running it is that since it's a new system, especially, I'm letting the players like kind of switch around their characters and roles. Right now, since we're level 3, I'm probably gonna have everyone stay in their same classes from now on. So if anyone's unhappy with their classes before they hit the level 4, let me know so we could change that. And once you hit level 5, you are going to be locked into your class and subclass, okay? So that I can actually like build content around those classes and stuff too as well. Okay, thanks to you, Grant. Tim, can you go ahead?
Hey everyone, this is Tim. I play automaton wizard named Geralt, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, sounds good. And then can I go ahead have Fantasy Blue introduce his character and his name, please?
Hello, I'm Fantasy Blue. I play Harold the Homeless Oracle. And yeah,
Okay, perfect. And then last but not least, we have Xander playing our favorite other character. Can you go ahead and
Hey.
introduce your character?
Oh, I thought you were waiting. I thought you had something else to say.
Oh,
Hey,
no, no, go ahead.
it's Alex, Xander. I'm playing Mike Hawk. And I'm just trying to learn my character still. I'm a fetchling, and I'm a swashbuckler.
Okay, perfect. So we have our main 4 squad here. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So coming back into the scene, right now it is early morning, and all of you are standing in front of Mario Farlight's house, just like the day before. But this time, you guys are all kind of getting ready to leave and everything like that. As you guys are kind of just standing in front of Muriel's house, Coach J has still not shown up yet. But as kind of Muriel is like, as like you're standing there, you just kind of hear. Let me actually activate South Camp, so you guys actually come back into the city. So as it goes down, uh, and yeah, as you guys kind of come back, and fortunately we lost a casualty of Shirama in the process of the changing classes, but that's just what you're gonna do about it.
Hey, he
Anyway,
might return. He might return. We don't know.
Ashirama disappeared after their last foray. But in any case, as you guys are standing there in front of Muriel Farlight's house, you guys kind of just like stand there a little bit waiting, packed and anything. Is there anything that anyone wanted to do before you guys set off? Any shopping, anything you want to solve in the city first? Or are you guys just waiting right now?
Um, did we do shop last time?
I
We
said
stopped
that you
last
got
time.
yeah, I said that you guys could go shopping off camera last time. So you guys can like buy whatever you guys needed and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah.
So I hope everyone did that. It's not like you guys are leveling up like 10 minutes ago or anything like that.
We do
Okay.
pop out windows.
Pop out
Not-
windows.
Yeah, my windows don't pop out no more.
I believe that if you so what you have to do pop out windows is that you have to make your toolbar on the right side collapse, and then you can just double click it now. You just double click the top thing. Well, I think you can just double click it as is, honestly. No, you have to collapse it first. So on the top right, you see the collapser expand at the very right next to the gears.
This?
I'm not watching your stream, but it'll make it so that it's like a little toolbar, right, on the right side.
Tokenizer.
No, not on. What are you trying to pop out? Trying to pop up the chat and stuff?
Pop out my character sheet. I like to have my
Oh.
character sheet out.
Okay.
Take it out of this thing.
Let me see. I believe figure. Hmm. I actually don't know how to pop that out anymore. I think I had to do a module for it too. Pop out 2E.
It's alright.
Yeah, we'll figure that out as we
Yeah,
can.
just deal with it.
We'll figure it out later. In any case, so Nona, so since you guys are all finished and ready, as you guys are kind of standing there in front of the place, you guys kind of hear the small sounds of like a door just kind of swinging open a little bit. As it's kind of swinging open, you see what looks to be uh, the young girl, the one that was there standing, the one that works with Muriel Farlight, and she just kind of stands behind. She just kind of looks behind the door, and she kind of looks behind the door. She kind of looks around for a second, looking for Josanna, but Josanna isn't here. And she kind of looks around. She's kind of just uh, hey, I have and she just kind of just stutters for a second as she tries struggles to. I need to take out my retainer setup. Okay. She struggles to actually say a few words, but as she kind of struggles, she just kind of you just kind of see her just kind of can you just come in here and take your stuff, please?
Sure. Where's Kosi J? I thought he was supposed to meet us here.
Um, Kosi J, he he was up late last night, and he said that he'll be here at dawn. If he's not here yet, he'll be here soon, I guess. But no, he prepared some stuff for all of you. As she just kind of walks, she just kind of uh opens the door a little bit wider and just kind of waits for you guys to come inside.
Okay.
So as you guys kind of make your way inside, you guys kind of make your way. You guys see that in the living room of the mayor's house. On the bottom floor is kind of like a sitting area, like kind of almost like a waiting room. This is like a half house, half like a place of business. But on the bottom floor, where it used to be like mostly empty space, there is now what looks to be uh, 5 rucksacks. And these rucksacks seem to be what look to be almost like uh, semi-high quality leather, but you can see that the rucksacks are just like there's stuff inside of them. There's like, and the first thing you see is like there's like almost like the very first thing, like the opening, you see that there's kind of a feathery coat, not feathery coat, a fluffy coat, kind of on the top of each of the rucksacks. As you kind of see, you see her just kind of look over. She says, Kosi J said that you guys are gonna need this for for this for this journey. So yeah, I just made sure to wash them all before you guys came tomorrow this morning, and it's all washed and good and all ready to go. Okay. And she just kind of looks at all of you, and she just kind of looks down at the ground when you make eye contact with her, and she just kind of just walks back out of the room. But yeah, on the floor there are 5 rucksacks waiting for you to be taken. As you kind of go over and kind of grab them, you look and you see that there is an inner lining of this rucksack that it seems to be looks to be like a couple of layers of something, and it seems to be waterproof. And you kind of look at the coat. The coat is a very large coat, and each there are 2 sets of colors. It seems there is a very dark navy color that kind of blends in with what seems to be it's almost black, and then the other color, which is a very bright pink. And you see that there are 2 bright pink ones and 2 dark navy ones. And the third one seems to be looks to be a very you're not quite sure what color it is. It's kind of a mixture of colors, but you can tell that it used to be white, but has been stained with a lot of like small like tie dye and things like that. It's a very rainbowy uh, coat. As you guys kind of walk over to these rucksacks. Other than that, there's nothing else inside of them. It is just a waterproof rucksack and a coat. The only 2 things inside.
Do we have to wear these coats before we leave?
So confused. Do we take them?
Yes, it seems that the girl says that she readied them for you, and she's also said that it was for the journey ahead.
All right, I'll take the tie dye one. Ha.
Damn, I wanted that one. I'll take the pink one.
Okay.
I'll take any.
Is there like any bookshelves anywhere?
Yeah, so in this small area, there are like a couple of waiting room bookshelves. Just from a quick scan of the titles, you can see that a lot of them have to do with like histories of like great what like to be old empires and stuff like that. There's some religious like books as well. But you don't see anything that looks to be like spell books or anything like that. They're just like waiting room books. People just to like browse through, and they're waiting for an audience with the Farlights.
Is there any books about maybe see go back to the map. Is there any books on map is loading about Magolv?
Morgov. Yeah, there are a couple of books on there. There is a history of dukes and duchesses, and the other book is there's also another one that's the economic status of Mogov. Not economic status, but an economic book regarding Mogov.
Alright,
Of all the exports and imports.
can I take both of those and then slide in my makeout tactic books into both of the slots?
Your makeout tactic books are the same size.
Okay.
These
Are
are
they
like
bigger books? And they're like encyclopedia
yeah.
books?
So the history of Mogov is probably like it's like as big as like a textbook. And the
Shit.
economical one is probably one that you can maybe fit in. Like your makeout tactics books, they're not like hugely thick. They're novels, right? And it's like these books are like I don't know. Are your makeout tactics books hardcover or are they soft cover?
They're soft cover, man.
Yeah, these are hardcovers.
Oh man. Well, I do it anyways.
Okay, roll me a roll me a thievery check then.
Fuck. Okay. First roll of the day. Let's go.
15. You do it well enough. I mean, you just kind of, it's quite obvious. You just kind of take them. But as you kind of just like take both of them and just kind of put them in your bag, you just replace them with makeout tactics. The the difference in size is pretty noticeable as you just kind of see that some of the books kind of lean a little bit to the left, as like the textbook was taking a large portion of that bookshelf. But all you do is just kind of scoot some of the books a little bit closer so they don't look like they're falling over. But yeah, you can add 2 books of Mugov to your inventory. Just put Mugov economics and Mugov history in your inventory, and we'll just remember that way. As you kind of take those, you kind of just pick up somewhat your respective rucksacks. As you kind of pick them up, you just hear the door open, and you see the door open. You just see Kosi J, uh, again, dressed in what looks to be quite gaudy uniform. It seems to be a pure golden coat. His coat is like purely yellow and golden, and you can just see him just kind of like, oh, right, perfect. All of you are here. Wait, and he just starts counting you off. 2, 3. We are missing one. Where's your 5th? I thought we had a 5th coming.
A fifth?
Oh,
Did we have a fifth?
Oh, Bills.
yeah, Bills.
Yes, I
Yeah,
thought your 5th was coming. You were gonna solve the issue and then bring him here, and then we all go together. Thought that was the whole plan.
We did solve it.
who wants to say it?
He's dead, man.
Unexpected circumstances happened with Vils.
Ah, well, well, that is going to be slightly a slight issue. We need a group of 6 to actually enter the reflection. It is standard protocol to have for this specific one to have a group of 6. We can't go in a group of 5. We can go in a group of 4, but unfortunately, we have to leave one of you here. If we do that instead. Do you have anyone else that you can take with you?
We could go ask Randall.
We can ask the guild leader.
No. I mean Bernard. Go ask Bernard.
Why am I
We do need a
considering- I was just thinking of
healer.
that.
We do need a healer.
True,
Alright.
you're right. I agree.
Yes, we need an even number of people, obviously. We are journeying into unknown destinations, my friends. So a buddy system is obviously going to be established.
We can go with 5. I don't have a problem with that.
It's not your call, my friend.
Oh, damn.
Right, then go get this Bernard, and then go get this Bernard. Whoever is the most friendly with him, and I will meet you at the east end of the city. and we shall leave from there.
Alrighty.
Oh, by the way, make sure that your provisions are properly set. I forgot to buy them last night, so make sure you have enough food, at least
Oh.
for a month or two.
Oh,
All right, perfect. And he just kind of walks back out the door.
let's go get some food, boys.
Yeah.
Right? We
And
could
then
spare some gold for rations.
Yeah.
Wait, do we actually need like food, or will there actually be like penalties?
I don't know. Maybe. You guys can take like a day of rations if you want.
I'm not gonna take a day rations.
Huh.
It's,
What the fuck?
it's in the snow, guys.
Oh,
How
Alright.
much does rations cost?
How much gold do I have?
hey, why don't we tell that crazy lady who wants to beat up the casino place to go with us? She seems pretty strong.
I like her.
That's the
That's
guild.
the guild leader.
That's the guild leader.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty strong.
Yeah, she's strong, but I don't think she gives a shit.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man.
What if we tell her about
Oh,
the
she could
money?
she could betray us for the money.
I mean, I'm down to ask her to come. I think that'll make the campaign a little more fun.
All right then. I think I will too. I would be too sad if
I don't know.
if Bernard
Honestly, though,
died. Let's go ask. Yeah, let's ask him. Let's go ask her. I think Harold should do it. Harold is pretty. I mean, my
no,
cock.
no, no, no,
My
My,
cock.
my cock's like
My
her
cock.
best friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cock
My
has to
cock
go
can
do
ask her.
this.
They're practically
then she-
begging.
She can also hook us up with, some guild rations too while we go.
Maybe, shit.
Okay, I guess I'll see you guys. I'm gonna go there. You guys have
Yeah,
fun.
we'll go with you. We'll go with you.
No, 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 no. You
I'm
don't
a,
have
I'm
to go
a,
with me.
I don't think we should go with him. I don't think she likes us that much.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're
So
right.
you're
We're
there.
below her.
We're below
We'll have Mike Hawk go recruit her. Me and Fantasies will go get some rations. We'll go buy
Guys,
her.
what's
Yeah,
her
rations.
name
I'm gonna go
again?
get rations.
Okay.
What's her name?
Her name is Josanna.
Josanna. There we go. Thank you.
How much do rations cost?
I put it in the
Like-
chat. It's 4 silver pieces per week of rations. Per person.
week? Oh, per person. Okay.
Okay. Guys, pick
I
me
don't
up.
mind.
Pick me up like a month's supply of rations.
Yeah,
pay you
give me
back.
give me
Where-
like 12 silver. Yeah.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back.
Remember that they weigh stuff as
Yes.
well.
Oh wow, I have
Yeah.
no items in my inventory.
So, wait. Follow-up question. It's 100 silver per gold piece, right?
No, it's 10.
Oh, 10 silver. per
Whoa,
gold piece.
whoa, wait, hold up. What?
Yo.
Yes, that's
7
about-
silver? Oh my god.
It's what?
I'll-
10.
Okay.
Rations? Yeah, they're asking about conversion rates. It's 10 silver per gold piece and 10 gold per platinum and so on.
Oh
and so
yeah,
forth.
it's always been like that.
Yeah, it's like metric. It's a metric system.
So,
Okay, so
10
minus 1 gold and 2 silvers.
holy shit.
So as you guys are kind of going up, Mike Hawk, is someone going with Mike Hawk or is he going by himself?
And I think he's going by himself.
Okay. So Mike Hawk,
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there. What's her
Uh,
name? Josanna. Josanna.
Josanna,
Okay,
yeah.
I guess
Josanna.
I'm gonna spend 10 gold pieces for fucking 25 days worth of rations, I guess.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Right, 10 gold pieces?
I
Yeah,
spent-
'cause-
what? Not 10
'cause
gold
it's-
pieces, bro. It's 12. It's 10
It-
one gold
it's
piece
four s-
and
it's
2
yeah,
silver pieces.
it's 4 silver pieces per week per person.
Oh, per week. Oh,
Yes,
I
have
thought you
about
said per
4
day.
weeks of
No, no, it's
rations.
per
I'm just
week
gonna
per
put that.
person. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, fuck, that's expensive. But
No,
okay.
no,
I get it.
no, yeah. Okay, so the rest of you go off to go buy your rations. I say there's nothing special that happens. You just go off and just
You guys are
find some place
picking
to buy
me up on.
rations and just
Yeah.
easily just take it. It is quite heavy, obviously. A week's worth of rations is a lot.
Are you serious?
but
A
you-
week or a month?
A week, it's a week.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty heavy, but you guys are able to kind of put this stuff into your rucksack and just kind of get everything set up. Mike Hawk, you make your way alone down to the south side of South Camp. As you're kind of making your way along the path,
Ah,
you see the young guard just kind of
Ah.
dozing off a little bit. He's just kind of just, oh, you're back. Perfect.
yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, she's been waiting for you.
Oh,
Go ahead and go
fuck.
inside.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Ah, shit.
I don't know if you remembered what happened, but
Oh my fucking god, are you serious? Oh my god, I never came back for her. Oh my fucking god. Oh,
he sees you kind of get closer to the guard as he kind of looks. He just kind of looks at you and smiles, and as he kind of lifts his helmet up, you notice that he has a black eye.
Oh,
He's like, she's been waiting for you. Don't
Oh.
disappoint her. And he just kind of just steps away from the door. As Mike, you go
uh,
up to the door and you just kind of, what do you do?
oh
You're in front,
man.
standing in front of this place.
Oh God. Oh my God. I don't even want to interact. I don't want to go in.
It's your choice,
This
man. You
fucking
can do whatever
guy.
you want, man. You don't have to go in. You
I,
can find
I,
some rando on the street to recruit. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
I, is this guard pretty big? Huh? Is this guard
This
pretty
guard is a
big?
kid. He's a kid.
Ah, fuck.
He's like 14, 15 years old.
You know what, guys? We're gonna make this interesting. I'm gonna grab this kid and say, "Come with me."
I
Kind of
What?
grab him, and he uses his he's like, oh,
no.
what? And he he doesn't really fight back, but you just kind of pull him along the road instead.
All right, pull him. I'm gonna show him to you. Well, come on, I got something to show you. And I go try to find Balto and them.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Alrighty. You pull the guard along, and as you're kind of pulling the guard along, he just kind of, excuse me, where you're taking me? Um, I, I have to look over I have to look over Angel Feather. I have to make sure that everything is okay. As you're kind of just
I'm just
pulling,
quiet.
you're pulling
I'm just
Falk
pulling.
along.
I'm just pulling him. He's coming.
Yeah. Okay. You pull Falk along, and as you just kind of pull him along the way. As you make your way down to the main road and kind of go over, you meet up with the rest of the group. The rest of the group is kind of lugging a lot of rations together with all of you. As you guys meet up together, like near the end of the road, you guys see Kosi J just kind of look over. He just kind of waves with a big old smile, and he just kind of waves down at all of you. And as you guys kind of meet up together, you see that Mike Hawk is dragging the young guard from instead in front of Angel Feather with him. So, does anyone have anything to say about that?
Hey
Mike,
guys,
Mike, where's Josanna?
Susanna. Oh, she couldn't make it. I got the next
Ah.
best thing. Falk, just introduce
Oh,
yourself, Falk.
You can't.
Um, I'm sorry? What's happening here?
Falk,
Um,
introduce yourself.
yes, I'm Folk. All of you have met me before.
Yes, we know Falk.
I-
He's a kid.
I,
Yeah.
I guard Angel Feather to make sure no one gets in and out to steal any of the valuable things inside. I'm assigned there until I'm 20, and then finally I can go to Reflections after that.
You can't
so you
take
can't go
Falk
to
What
with
do you
us.
guys? What do you guys think?
You can't take a child with
We're not
but-
taking a kid with this. What are you doing, Mike?
Guys,
You're
and I
told to go
grabbed-
get Josanna, man. Where the hell's
I grabbed
Josanna
my-
at?
Let's go get Josanna. Let's
hold-
go. Let's
Falk,
all
Alright,
go.
we'll
hold
all
right
go.
there,
We'll all
Falk.
go get Josanna. Oh my
Falk,
god.
Josanna, Falk, help me out here.
God damn it,
Man,
Harold.
we can't have
Be a
Mike do
job.
anything on his own, I swear.
Did he say God damn it, Harold? What the
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
did
sorry. I
I
keep forgetting. I keep forgetting.
What did I do?
You kind of drag Falk over here. Falk just kind of says, that's not, okay, yeah, that's not technically true. I could, never mind. And he just kind of just follows all of you along as all of you just kind of just turn back around. You see Kosi J waving at you guys to come over, but as he kind of sees you guys turn around, he just kind of there's just like a question mark on his face. He just doesn't know what's going on.
Yes, I think Falk's a good candidate as we're walking back.
I don't think so.
You're wasting our time, Mike. You're supposed to get Josanna.
I mean, what's happening here?
Oh, Polk, we're gonna recruit Josanna to go to Reflection. You can't come with us. I'm sorry.
You're going to Reflection?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, unless you want to come find a witch and
Yeah, the last kid who came with us
Oh,
got cursed and died. So I don't think you should come with us.
That's true.
wait. Are you saying that, Bolto?
Yeah, I'm saying that.
As you kind of say got cursed and died, he just kind of looks at you. He says, there was a bit of excitement on his face when he says that when you guys said you're going to Reflection, but as you say that someone got cursed and died, he just kind of says, "Oh, well, yeah, I don't think I'm old enough to actually go quite yet. Yeah, let's go get Josanna. Yeah, let's take her out, and maybe we can finally be real. I mean, we can finally have her do something."
Yeah, unless you want a demon to see through your eyes. We should go get Josanna.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of you notice that he has a big old black eye as well. And
Oh shit, dude! Why do you have a black eye?
What happened?
I just I just fell on my face
Come on,
into the
Paul.
door that
God
was
damn it!
thrown
This
at
would
me.
be a great joke for my healing putty, but I don't have that ability no
Yeah.
more.
I
The Josanna man.
I mean, it wasn't not her.
Well, why'd she hit you?
Well, she was waiting for a long time for someone, and I just, I just kept saying that he'll be here, he'll be here, he'll be here. And then after about 4 hours, she punched me.
It's all your fault, Mike. All right, let's go. Let's go.
God damn
go
it,
get this
Mike!
girl.
You fucking dumbass. I don't know why we should have made you go get the rations. That was a simple job to do.
At this point in the day, it starts getting a little bit later.
Oh
The
gosh.
sun is rising, beginning to rise, as you guys have wasted almost like 2 hours now at this point.
Oh
As you
gosh.
guys make your way back to Angel Feather, as you just kind of see Falk just kind of stand over back towards the door. He just kind of stands like, you know what? Yeah, good luck. My break is starting soon, so I'm just gonna go get some food, and I'll be back in like 20 minutes ish. Is 20
Alrighty.
minutes good or longer? Do you guys need longer or?
No, you go ahead.
You're good.
We'll be
Okay,
fine.
all right. Perfect. I'm just asking just so I don't have to be here when she's still here. 20 minutes?
All right, yeah, 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then he just kind of just scampers off.
All right, let's
All
get.
of you are standing in front of the door.
All right, Mike,
All
you go in
four of you.
first, obviously.
I am not going in first. In fact, I've said this multiple times. I don't want to be leader.
All right, well, all right, let's go in then.
I'll knock on the door.
All right, and as they're going in, will I just sneak away?
Yeah. You don't enter, Mike.
Don't I
Uh,
don't.
You don't enter, but the rest of you do. I would say, Mike, that
God damn these introvert
it's
rogues,
quite
man.
obvious that you don't enter because the moment you guys are kind of walking in a line, and you just see, oh yeah, oh we're all walking inside. As you kind of knock on the door just opens, and you just walk inside. But then you just notice that Mike just stops walking before he enters.
And I just hide in the shadows. And if there's a window, I look in through the window.
Sure, easily done. I assume that everyone else just ignores Mike at this point. He's not going
Yes.
inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
As you guys begin to go inside, the scene is unfolded. You guys see that this once trashed place is now even more trashed. As you begin to see that the desk is thrown to the side, there are a bunch of books and papers strewn about. And in the corner, you see a woman sleeping. And you see her sleeping like almost like on a pile of rubble, or not rubble, but a pile of like papers and things like that. Next to her are 4 to 5 bottles of wines and liquors, and they're all empty. And she is just she is snoring and extremely
Gosh.
just you can tell that she is still, you can smell the scent of liquor still in the air. And you just kind of see her just like laying in the corner. You just kind of turn your eyes for a second and you see the other person. The other representative, the person that was sent here before. You see Karak. You see him just kind of just like looking, and you see him just kind of, you see that both of his eyes are just complete. They're almost they're almost lines. But you can see that he has 2 black eyes. As he just kind of looks at all of you, he says, "Oh, you're back! Perfect!" As he just kind of stands up, and you see he's a little bit wobbly. He says, "Perfect, you're back." And he kind of walks over towards towards the 3 of you, and almost stumbles for a second. "You're back! Great! Yeah, can you take care of this stuff? I've got to go." So, yeah. As you see Karak just kind of walk past all of you.
Like,
And
I'm
just-
good. She's got it bad with me. You gotta play the.
All right, I guess I'll wake her up.
Okay.
Kind of like quietly walk, and then I kind of like shove her like collarbone. Josanna, wake up! We got a job.
Mm, and you see her just kind of she kind of turns her face at you, and you notice that there are streaks of black down the sides of her eyes. She's been crying,
Shit.
and you can see the makeup is
Gosh.
going all down, and
God.
you just see her look up at you, says, "Oh, I thought it was that little elf. Where is he?
Mm.
Where is that little pretty boy?"
Oh, Mike, he went to get some rations for us. We're going on into a reflection. We need another person.
Mm, I see, I see. Mike, at this point, as you're kind of looking, are you looking through the window still?
I'm I'm like just looking in. I'm just keep peeping in and out. Keep peeping in and out.
Okay, you just kind of keep peeping it out. As you're kind of looking in the window, as you're kind of standing next to one of the windows, you see Karak just kind of turn a corner. He looks at you for a second. He's just like, "Oh, you're here. Uh, you should probably leave, man. She's gonna probably break your spine if she sees you." As
That's a
you see Karak just say that to you, and he just turns and he just starts limps
how they
away.
see me? I'm at the window. Hold up.
He sees you as you turn the corner, as he turns the corner.
Oh fuck.
Because you're not quite you're popping in and out, but you're out a window of a building, and there's no brush by the window. It's literally just a window. It's
Oh,
a box building with windows on
aren't
it.
we at night?
No, this is like early in the morning.
Oh fuck. All
Yeah,
right.
this is the nighttime. Uh, but as he just kind of walks past, he starts limping down the road. As inside, you just kind of she kind of scans the room for a second. She's like, well, if you go into reflection, make sure your little elf friend doesn't come back, okay? Because if I see him myself, I will make sure he will never leave.
Well,
Alright?
good news. He's actually coming with us. And you're invited too. Let's go.
I don't go on missions.
You bitch.
Well,
And
this
she kind of lays down, and she noticed that she kind of lays, and her legs kind of like, she starts like, her legs just kind of go in a very barbaric position. She kind of just picks her nose a little bit, and she just kind of looks at you, and she says, I don't go on missions. I can't. I'm in charge of this place, obviously. If I go, who's gonna look after this place?
um the guy Kirk, what's his name? I forget. But this is the only chance we can.
There are a couple of things wrong with these statements, right? Number one, all of you don't even have your pins on. I don't even know what rank all of you are. Number two, I am an official member of Angel Feather and leadership, and you are all under me, so I am not obligated to do what you want. But if you want, you can take Karak. He's useless here, anyways. And she just kind of lays back down and just kind of just get out. Close the
How,
door. Close the blinds. My head is killing me.
how about this? You come with us in this mission, and we'll go with you to the casino and show them that they cheated.
How about this? You do that first, and then I'll go.
Hmm. All right. I guess there's no hope here. Does anybody else want to try it? And as I walk out to go, I'm gonna go get Bernard.
Okay. You go- walk out. You go past. Like, oh, I'm just going to go get Bernard. And the rest of you, the two of you, Balto and Harold, you guys are just standing there after Geralt just leaves.
As I
And
as
she's
I
like,
walk out, I say, "Oh, by the way, my cock is right out here."
Fuck you.
I go get
I
Bernard.
run. I duck and I run.
She sees you for a second. You make eye contact for just a moment, and you just kind of, and then you just duck and you just quickly just scamper out of there as well. Uh, I'm assuming Harold and Balto, both of you just standing there after Geralt has left. You just stand there and you just leave too. She kind of looks at you for a second, but she doesn't respond.
It, it, are you sure you don't want to come?
I'm sure I don't want to risk my life for stupid things like making a fortune in a reflection that I could possibly be killed at. Life is priceless. So
You don't even want to spend more time with my cock.
I think my cock has already left the harbor. So that ship has sailed.
Ah, I see. See. Well,
Yes,
enjoy
you
your
can
days
go
of
ahead.
loneliness.
Of course, enjoy your days of being ugly.
Thank you. Take care. I just walk right out.
And Balto, I'm assuming you don't say anything either. You just kind of turn and leave. Okay, so as you kind of all leave and exit Angel Feather, Geralt, you just make your way towards the monastery. You don't tell anyone else you're going there, or do you
Uh,
wait for others?
oh no, I did. I tell him as I'm going out. I told him that I'm gonna go get Bernard.
Are you going by yourself?
Mm, well, I want to leave as fast as possible. So yeah, I guess I left ahead already.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I'm
So
with you. What are you talking about?
Oh, I guess Alex came with me.
I
yeah,
Guess my
literally
cock
left.
followed
it
me.
looks like yeah, my cock just kind of he just kind of quickly ducks out of the window and just kind of goes towards you, Geralt, and you guys just both leave together. Mike, you just want to leave. You just gotta go. um, as you guys both kind of leave, the other two, what are you guys doing? As you kind of see Geralt and Mike Cock just already down the path. They're like a little bit down the ways. Do you just go with them as well?
Yeah, we just catch up.
Okay, perfect. So you guys make your way to the Scholars Temple, the monastery that's here in South Camp. As you guys are kind of going and making your way over, there's still like a line of people going inside, but you guys easily make your way through the front. As you guys make your way through the front, again, it is the waiting area, and this one's much larger. As you guys kind of make your way towards the back end of the hall. As you guys are making your way to the back end of the hall where you met Bernard, you see in the middle of the small courtyard between where all the rooms are, you see the small child again that showed you Bernard, as he seems to be almost reaching up to pick what looks to be a small apple off of one of the branches. He's just like, and he just kind of struggles to kind of almost pick it. And you see him just kind of just look around for a second, and he just kind of grabs a chair and he just starts going up. And as he begins to like go up and up and up, the chair just tips and he begins to fall.
Oh, can I use? I guess I can't use Mage Hand, so never mind.
Okay. So all of you just watch this child fall.
No.
Okay.
Can I
As
use Mage Hand to like make sure the chair stands still? So you create magic on
uh,
it. The
you
graph
can
start target
you can
object
try. I would say you
and then
can try.
slowly. Okay, yeah, I'll try that.
Sure. Uh,
Huh.
so use
20
Mage Hand to
feet.
try and do it. Yeah, it's within 20 feet easily. Use Mage Hand. I would say that you need to roll an Arcana check for me just to make sure that you're able to do it fast enough.
Okay.
What are we rolling for? Sorry.
This is just for Geralt.
Oh my! What
13.
the?
13. It's a fail. As you kind of yeah, as you kind of get the mage, you're like, ha! I'm gonna save you, kid. You actually push the chair farther away from him, and you
Oh
knock it out from under his
shit!
feet. As you knock it out from under his feet, he just kind of falls down. As he kind of falls down, you just see a gust of wind kind of just stops his fall for a second, and you see a younger girl just kind of snap her fingers. She pops out from one of the hallways. She's like, "Oh my god, you've got to!" And she kind of runs up towards him. As you see the younger girl, she looks to be a maybe late teens, maybe even early 20s. As she kind of just walks over, and you see the child just kind of float back down to the ground, safe. And he just kind of looks at his apple and he just takes a bite out of it. And you see her just kind of look over towards him. She's like, and you just kind of hear her basically lecturing him for a second. But the rest of you, after seeing this scene, obviously, you guys just kind of make your way towards where Bernard is.
I fell in love. Just kidding. If she's in her early 20s, I fell in love. Not
Yeah.
late teens.
Early 20s, yeah. She's around that area. She looks to be probably like maybe 20ish or something. As you kind of turn the corner, You get to the Bernard's room, and you can smell Bernard already from the entrance of the room as one of you knocks on the door. Who's knocking on the door?
I can knock. Knock,
Okay.
knock, knock.
Geralt knocks. You knock on the door, and you just kind of hear, after a couple of moments, a gruff voice just kind of, yeah, what do you need?
Well, I know you had a bad experience in a reflection, but we need one more person.
Hold on. Who is this?
Geralt, the robot boy, kid, man.
Oh. And he just kind of, just a second. And you see him just kind of just, you hear a lot of things shifting around, and you hear a lot of stuff moving, and you just hear just kind of almost some little bit of vibration as you kind of just see the door open. As it kind of opens wide, and you just see him. He kind of bends down under the archway and looks at you and says, "Oh, all of you. You need someone else to go into reflection, you said?"
Yeah, I know you had a bad experience, but you have the experience, I guess, and we do need a healer.
Um, what's is this affiliated with? What guild?
What guild?
What company?
The company that let me bring up my journal. The Simple Company. We're gonna be going with this man named Kosi J.
Oh, him. Yeah. Uh, sorry, girls. I don't go on those big adventures anymore. I'm still figuring out how to not be an ogre. And remember, and he kind of pulls out his Hearthstone, the one that's bright yellow.
Mhm.
I've already done my share of adventuring.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of
Well,
puts it back. But with the simple company, you don't have to have membership in there. They usually go solo or recruit a small band of novices to go with them, usually. He just kind of thinks for a second. Oh, I have the perfect person. Ellie! As you just kind of hear his voice just kind of reverberate out into the courtyard. As you kind of hear it reverberate out in the courtyard, you just kind of just turn around for a second. As you turn around, you see the young girl, the young woman, really. She's kind of just her ears perk up, and she just kind of looks over, and she just kind of a big old smile just kind of on her face. You see that there's a couple of dimples, and she kind of runs over towards where all of you are, and she kind of runs towards all of you, and she kind of skids for a second. She tries to stop herself, and she kind of almost just stops herself from one of the pillars, like, oh, 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 ah, yeah, what is it, Bernard? I Do you need more things to look at? I can go get some more books from the library. I can get some more things. What do you need? And you see Bernard just kind of look down at her. These young adventurers need another person to go with them. I was thinking about recommending you. It looks like you're done with your tenure here, so I think that it'd be quite nice for you to experience the outside world. And you see the young woman, kind of Ellie, she kind of looks over, and she kind of looks over. She scans all of you for a second. And she kind of looks back at Bernard. She says, mm, okay. And she just kind of, I'm gonna go pack my things. And she kind of just puts her hand on, looks to be whoever's closest to her. Probably in the back is probably Harold. He's like, I'm gonna get my stuff. Can you please just hold on to this for a second? Just for a second? And she kind of hands you what looks to be a small bag as well. She hands it to you, Harold, and she kind of just runs off. As you see, you see her kind of run off. You see Bernard kind of look back all of you. Says, "She's a good one, but just be a bit careful. She tends to be a little bit absent-minded, so just keep her on a short leash, and just be safe. All right, just be safe.
You got it. Thank you.
Oh, of course. And you just kind of see him just kind of get back up. He ducks back out from under the archway and then he closes the door. Just as he closes the door, you see the young child kind of walk up to all of you and he offers an apple. Uh,
Thanks, kid.
and he gives an apple to each one of you. To Balto, he gives you what looks to be an apple he's taken a bite out of. I ran out, but here. There you go. And he kind of gives that one to Balto.
Balto, say something.
I give mine back to the kid. I don't really eat. I don't have to eat. I give it back to him.
Just later when you have to, then.
Alright.
I'll take his apple.
I'll take his
I give
apple.
I give it to Harold.
I'll take his apple.
Alrighty.
Sure. You take the apple. Harold just kind of grabs the apple. He looks at them for a second. They're nice apples. A little bit underripe. You can kind of feel like there's a little bit of green on them, but they're still edible for sure. As you just kind of the four of you just kind of wait for a second, and you see the kid he's eating what looks to be a small piece of jerky. He just kind of looks up all of you and says, "Go on your reflection, all of you."
We're going to a reflection where there's a snow witch, apparently.
Oh. Is that the one where all those people got frostbite and died?
Yes.
What?
What? Where are you reading this?
What?
Is there a flyer?
No. That was the one that happened like a few months. He kind of fixed his teeth for a second. A few months ago, people came in, and then they had all their limbs like all like black and all red and stuff, and like they had like a lot of people like had to get their wow. A lot of people had to get their like limbs and stuff amputated and everything.
Oh,
It was good luck for them though because they came back alive at least.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. As
Yeah.
I look to you guys. I'm like, damn, thank God I'm not human. I'm not made out of meat.
Is there anywhere I can buy warm clothes?
There's like clothes around. I mean, you can just go to one of the general stores and get like some clothes. I mean, that he points at your coat. That coat looks like it'll do something. At least I don't think you need any more than that, unless you're going like in your underwear and just the coat.
I fucking
Didn't we get some stuff? We got some stuff from Muriel, right? Or
We got-
Mayor.
You got a water lined backpack basically and a coat.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
ah.
And you see him just kind of he kind of picking his teeth. As he picks his teeth for a second, you notice he just looks up for a second and he uses the same like he uses the same pinky to pick his nose, and he's like
Ah,
and
kid.
kinda,
That was gross, kid.
I look around. Where's Falk?
Falk is not here. Falk is back at Angel Feather.
God dang it.
20
My
minutes.
God, why do you want Volk so much, man? He isn't Volk with you.
Wait.
This is stupid. As you guys kind of stand there for a second, you see her come back. She kind of just runs back as quickly as possible. And she's like, ah. And she kind of leans on whoever's next to her, which is probably going to be like, I think Mike is probably the same height as her.
Wow.
'Cause I think, yeah, Mike, you're small. How tall are you, Mike? Actually, whoever's
Wow. I'm kind of offended. You said I'm small?
no,
Tall
your
prof-
little your race is actually small.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow. How
Yes.
small, like, on average?
Small is like probably like you're not 5 feet for sure, but you're probably like 4'8", 4'10".
Oh, okay. We'll say
Yeah, so
4'10",
not
sure.
super. Yeah, not super small, but you're really tiny. Like you're tiny. Like
Thought
you
I
can
was-
squeeze through a lot of stuff.
Thought it was, like, small like Balto, but okay. Good.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she kind of leans on you for a second. She kind of says, oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh, okay. All right, perfect. All right, I got everything all packed up and everything to go. And then you notice she has like a small little, she has like a little hobo stick. But on closer inspection, the hobo stick has the hobo stick has a bag attached to it. But Geralt, on closer inspection, you notice that it is a staff. of some kind.
Gav.
And she kind of looks over and says, "Okay, when are we leaving? I have everything packed, so I'm ready to go within the next like few minutes. If you guys want to go,
Let's
Yeah.
go right
Alright.
now.
Let's
Let's
go
go.
now. Is this the
Sure.
same
Yeah.
girl? Is this the same girl that helped the kid?
yeah, this is the same one. She was in the same
Oh.
courtyard."
Oh wow.
Wow, she didn't
I'm
fill
sick
her
of this
check.
place. Let's go.
Yeah.
So you kind of all get up, and she just kind of says, "All right, I'll see you later." And you see she kind of ruffles the young child's head. He's like, "Mm-hmm." He just ignores her as you just all get up and you leave the Scholar's Temple. As you guys get over and leave, you notice that she's kind of as you guys exit the temple, she kind of just walks a little bit faster than all of you, and she kind of looks back. And she's kind of just walking backwards. She just kind of looks at all of you, and she's kind of like, "Hmm, are all of you new to all of this?"
What makes you say that?
Well, first of all of you look pretty poor, so I'm pretty sure you haven't actually. Yeah, you look really poor. And she looks at you, Harold. Yeah, you look like
Uh, this is not poor. This is a lifestyle. There's a difference.
I see. You look like you actually owe people money. I don't know. I can't.
Uh,
Anyways, yeah. Besides that, obviously, it looks like your networks haven't been established here in South Camp at all. We're asking a high priest to go with you to a reflection. That's something that only idiots would do. But it's okay. All good. All good. Everyone has to start somewhere. And, it's all right. You have me around, so we won't get lost anytime soon. And obviously, I will be a perfect team member. So, what guild do all of you hail from? What company?
Take a wild guess.
It's complicated.
Mm, I believe you are all from. So there's a couple of clues. So you're poor. You're new. Mm. You're from Angel Feather.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And
We
then all of
actually
you
have a.
Yep. Angel Feather is the, well, not the hottest topic, but the worst rumored company right now, unfortunately. The Trial by Fire is extremely popular with them. But it's all good. At least you survived. You have survived, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
totally.
Yeah.
I think I'm alive.
It's
Yeah, perfect. If you survived, then all of you have experience and reflection. Now tell me, how was I've seen the burns? How were the burns? How was the dragon?
What?
Oh,
The dragon.
tell him,
The one
Batsu.
that Angel Feather's been trying to conquer for the last like 10 years? How was the dragon in the reflection? How'd you escape?
Listen, the only thing we know that Angel Feather has been trying to conquer is their debt. Other than that, we don't know what's going on.
exactly. We came
Um,
here with a captain, I guess, and we got into a reflection. Everyone died except for us.
well, that sounds off of the course. Well, not
and we
off of the course, but that sounds like something that has happened before in Angel Feather. Um, go on. What were
and
you saying?
and we came here expecting everything to be all good, but then it's all shit. So
Somehow
now
ended up worse.
It's been shit, actually. Some people are actually thinking that they're sabotaging themselves because they may be planning a move to be sponsored by Steel.
why do you make it
Yeah.
sound bad?
Steel
I've
is
been there.
horrible.
No, man, they're
They're
just
warmongering barbarians. They've killed so many people. I've actually healed more people hurt by Steel companies than I have by Reflections themselves.
from what I recall, They're not too bad.
Jeez.
Oh, we have a steel
What do I
sympathizer.
recall? What do I recall?
They were just like normal people. They were just pretty aggressive. But like the biggest thing about it is that like you feel that a lot of the hate is kind of unwarranted. Especially since you've lived there now. It's there is a strong dislike of steel in general because obviously they've been waging war for the last like for almost 100 years at this point. Even though, yeah, it just got solved recently.
Everyone's just misunderstood, Ellie. By the way, I'm
Mm.
girls.
Oh, Ellie. Eliol Leon, if you care for the full, but Ellie is fine.
Harold, Harold the
Hel-
Homeless.
Oh, is that the parents here? Is that the name your parents gave you?
I have none. I was
Oh,
conceived through the sand.
yes, you're a sand child. I see, I see.
Oh no no
Much,
no 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 no
much
no!
like the
Homeless
sandworms.
child. No no no!
Oh,
Homeless child.
Oh, I see, I see. A homeless sand child, like a sandworm, but something that doesn't have a building around it. Okay, perfect. What's your name? And she kind of looks over at you, Mike.
Oh, I'm Mike Hawk.
Mike Hawk. Oh, named after a bird. That's quite nice, actually. I wish I was named after a bird, but I'm only named after a god, so it's
Ah,
unfortunate.
that's all right.
And
Maybe
you,
next time.
little one. And she just kind of leans down towards Balto's face.
Sorry, that's a dog. He doesn't talk.
Mm. Hello? Are you okay? As she kind of looks down at Balto, and Balto just says, "I'm not here." And then he just kind of, okay, that's fine. And then as she's kind of just, well, ah, you didn't wait. Can we get the story straight? You're from Angel Feather. You went to Reflection. Everyone died. I understand that, but you didn't see the dragon. The
Okay.
reason why it's called a trial by fire is because they've been trying to push that dragon off its mountain of gold for the last like 10 years. You haven't seen it? What happened?
We got trapped in a reflection on our way there.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a large group of new recruits coming, but we haven't seen any new new recruits. So
Okay, let's take a couple of steps back. Trapped in reflection on your way there? What do you mean? You you found one on the side of the road and you just walked into it?
yeah, I guess so. I mean, it was on the way here. It wasn't on the way to the dragon. On the way to North Camp
I mean, wouldn't
or
they have
South
stopped
Camp.
you? They would have stopped you from walking in, obviously. Why would they have not stopped you?
I thought
That's
you.
what we wanted.
I thought you need those glasses that those simple company guys have to see them.
Well, yeah, you do, obviously, but you can walk in on accident. But there's usually a company patrol standing in front of a reflection. Or are you telling me that you would? And you see her eyes. She kind of thinks for a second. Oh, I see. And she's kind of just. Before her eyes were curious, but now her eyes are just kind of a little bit. That's quite unlucky. Your first day here, and you get pulled into a wandering one. Well, thank your stars that all of you survived then.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It was a wandering one.
Wow. And she kind of turns. She's been walking backwards this whole time as you guys have been walking and talking to all of you. But as she kind of just, her eyes just kind of change for a second. She just turns and she says, well, hopefully this time the luck is not that bad, right? There's no way lightning strikes twice. And she continues to walk forward. As she kind of walks out forward, she just doesn't continue to talk, and she kind of begins to walk along the pathway. She hits the main path, and she hits the main path. She says, she kind of points to the east side or the west side.
Oh, we're going to the east.
All right. And she kind of continues walking that pathway. all of you begin to make your way down the path. As you guys are beginning to make your way out of the path, you see Kosi J. And Kosi J at this point, he is literally just laying in the grass. You see him laying in the grass, and next to him are a bunch of like skewers. He's gotten breakfast and eaten it, and he's just in a food coma. You see him just laying down. He's just like, ugh. And you see him next to him is his large slimy friend, and his large slimy friend is just providing shade for him as he's just laying in the grass.
All right,
And you
Kosi J,
see,
we're here. Sorry.
he wipes off a bunch of like you see like he wipes off a bunch of drool, and he's like, oh, you're back, perfect. It's been a week already. Oh, great. All right, let's go. We've got to get out of here.
Yeah,
He
let's
just kind of
go.
hops onto his feet, and you guys exit South Camp
Yeah.
as you
Yeah.
Finally.
finally exit. Jesus. Okay. So, as you begin to exit South Camp, I'm just going to put you guys on the world map for now because the world map is just going to denote you guys are traveling. Um, so, uh, as you guys are exiting, you see that uh, Koshi J just kind of just uh, tells all of you a few things. Um, is there any specific conversations you want to have? Because I'm just going to just go through this.
Not really. I guess where are they fighting this dragon to Ellie? But that's it.
Okay. All right. So as you guys kind of walking along the pathway, Koshi J is going to impart some information to all of you. Koshi is going to basically be saying like, so there are a few things that all of you need to know as we're making our way over. Uh, Number one, this place, this reflection, has been open for probably around, or discovered probably around maybe 3 to 4 years ago. And there's been a few forays into it, but no one has claimed the source quite yet. The reason why is because, as we all know, it is an Arctic one. It is made of ice. And the reason why Simple is now putting their foot forward is because the reflection is beginning to encroach into ours, into our plane, so to say. The area around it is starting to be covered in ice and snow and starts to get really cold around there. And if it continues forward, then we may have an outbreak on our hands. And if an outbreak happens, then all of the creatures and things inside that reflection are going to eventually spread. So that'd be bad. So we're going to go in there, we're going to scout it out, make sure that we find the source, and then get a stronger group to go and claim it. And yeah, pretty simple. We're not going in there to actually claim the source for ourselves. We're going in as a simple scouting mission, okay? Everyone agreed?
Sure. What if we have to claim it ourselves?
If you claim it, I mean, that's good fortune for you. But remember again, a source is usually held by something that's already, you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
quite
yeah.
dangerous.
Like a
If you
lich.
believe you can, yes, like a lich, or even, I mean, the reason why is we have to, that brings me to point number two. Point number two is that there is a frost witch there. And the problem is that this frost witch has been causing a lot of issues with, well, put it lightly, she's been hunting us, hunting adventurers, basically. Seems that they're aware that people are encroaching into their plane and they're hunting us, and there's a big issue with us going into that place, apparently. And it's not our fault. At least now it's, well, before maybe there was, but nowadays it's like we are just trying to keep it from spreading, but now we've had to step in again. Um, Again, she's been seen a few times, and she seems to have a urge. Urge? Is that the right word? Proclivity? Something. She'll basically turn into an ice on sight. So steer clear away from her. If you see a large, bright light in the sky, it is not the moon, it is her. So hide whenever you can. Okay? Agreed?
Sounds good.
Simple enough.
All right, perfect. And the last thing is that we have a few um, what's uh, cooperators inside of the reflection, not just adventurers like us, but actual inhabitants of the reflection who are willing to help us and have been helping us feed information there for a while. So, one of our contacts, his name is. One of our contacts' name is Sven the False. So, if we ever get separated, find him and he will be able to elaborate or get you home safely, all right? Perfect. All right. So, other than that, I think that's everything. Everyone has all their rations, everyone has all their coats and their goods and all their backpacks and everything. That's great. Uh, I just need to know everyone's combat capabilities all on. All right? How about you go first, our new little friend? And you see Ellie just kind of like, oh, yep, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Okay, so, yeah, hello, I'm Ellie, Eliel Elizabeth, and I am, well, I am the best mage on this side of the continent. All right, I have the capability to control the winds. And she kind of poses for a second. And she kind of poses for a second. You just kind of notice that Koshi J just kind of looks over and he just kind of waits for her to say something else. And Ella, you see Ellie just kind of get a little bit uncomfortable. She's like, and also I can do some light healing. I can lightly heal the group. You know, super, I'm not super, I'm not an expert, but I did graduate from the Scholar's Temple, so there's that. And you see him just kind of like nod for a second. He's like, all right, that's good. We always need a healer, and since you can do magic, you're all right, fine, perfect. So we have one mage, that's slash healer. How about you? And he kind of looks at you, Mike. What can you do?
Oh, I'm honestly, I'm a swashbuckler, so I can do just about anything, you know, except for magic.
I see. So you're kind of one of those what do they call them? Uh, mm, what is it called? Uh, no, not useless. Um, oh, utility people, right? You're the one that
Ah,
you're gonna check for traps for us. You're gonna make sure that everything's good to go, and you make sure that if you get stabbed, if anyone gets stabbed, you'll be the first one to be stabbed, right?
not stab, but yeah.
All right, perfect. How about you? And he looks at you, Geralt.
Well, I am a wizard, but I've mostly prepped utility abilities, as I believe in my team here. But
All right, perfect. So you are more of a. Do you have any hard hitting spells like a fireball or a giant tornado wall or a giant water sphere? Can you do those?
no, I didn't. No, I don't. I can't. I only have magic missiles.
I
But
see.
I have invisibility, spider clang, unseen servant, shocking grasp, invisible item. A lot of things
To
to
hide.
hide
Yes.
if we need to.
Perfect. That's our main goal. We're scouting. We're not fighting. Perfect. That'd be great. And how about you, my friend? And he looks at you, Harold.
Well, I am also, although I am more utility based, specialize in healing and I'm good at detecting magic. I excel at getting us out if we get caught, which this party do love. This party loves getting caught, so I excel at getting us out.
I see. I see. And how about you, little one? And he looks at you, Balto. What do you excel at? Oh, I'm Balto, and I'm a dog, and I don't do anything. I just eat my shit. And I'm like, oh, really? Balto explains that Balto is a gunslinger. I'm sure as Balto would have explained if he was here.
Otto!
Oh, sorry, that's a dog. That's a dog. It doesn't talk. It barks. I taught it how to shoot a gun.
I could have swore I saw him zooming in the screen. I could have swore. All right, that's fine if he's not here. Okay. As you just kind of see, he just kind of looks over all these. And I myself am a druid. A little bit of wizardry here and there, but mostly artifacts are my specialization. My friend here is built out of a core that I found in one of my reflection journeys. But yes, I am a druid. So, to get this straight, we have one, two, three, four spellcasters in this group right now. Is that correct? And we have two people here that are not frontliners, but people that prefer to stay in the back as well. A gunslinger and a roguish type. You didn't have anyone to recruit that was, a little bit more heavy set?
Tried
Except you, Zora.
Josanna. We tried Josanna, but she's a lost cause.
I see. Well, if that's the case, then we'll have to make do. It's in most situations, all utility and healing is not great, but for survival, this group is perfect. So all of you are perfect for this specific mission. Yes. Okay, that's fine. I just needed to know and make sure everything is good. Oh, and we also need to figure out our buddies. We need to figure out our buddies. All right. So, everyone, please pick a buddy.
I wish Balsa was here.
I think me and the robot should stick together.
All right, that sounds good.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'll stick with the mage.
All right. Perfect. So then that means that I am partnered with our little dog friend here.
He
That's
doesn't
fine.
speak.
Yes, I know. Dogs don't usually talk, so it makes sense. Oh, that's fine. If that's the case, then I'll be partnered with the little boss. So just make sure to keep always on eyes on your buddy. And if your buddy falls in battle, you must take care of all their things. So their last will and testament and whatever. Tell their family that they're dead and stuff like that, okay? All right, perfect. So,
All right.
how about we also figure out. Oh, we need to figure out something else as well. There is a small issue happening in this reflection as well, and it has to do with identity. There's been reports that there are doppelgangers inside of this reflection. So, don't let your buddy out of your sight, and make sure to keep a code word between you and your buddy that no one else will know so you can verify their identity, okay?
Sounds good.
I look
Nice.
at your office and say, what's your safe word?
Eggplant.
How about how about we do oil change?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Be like, hey, do you need an oil change? Or I'll say, I think I need an oil change, and then you'll say something. What would you say?
Say, yeah, I got your oil change right here. And then I
Alright.
got my pants.
All right. All right. Sounds good.
You see Ellie look at you, Mike, and she says, "What should our safe word be? What should be our safe interaction thing? Hmm?
Um, how about do we
Oh,
have
I have an
banana
idea.
dip? Oh,
Yeah, I have an
okay.
idea. How about I'll say, 'Oh God, I'm so tired,' and then you say, 'Oh, I'm not tired.' Is that good?
Okay. You know what? Let's go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. All right. And then you see Koshi J look over at Balto and says, "All right, our safe word will be ruff, ruff. And then yes, and then you say it back to me, okay? Yes, just like that.
Ruff,
Perfect.
ruff.
Nice.
Perfect. All right. So that's great. As we set off, let me do all the talking, especially when we arrive. But we should be getting into it soon. So, shall we go? And he just kind of turns and he continues walking. At this point, Geralt, you ask Ellie about the dragon. And Ellie just kind of looks over and says, yeah, it's just no, it's the reflection that well, it's the only reflection Angel Feather is actually in charge of. But somehow they still haven't claimed the source after 10 years.
Where is it? Is it like? Is it somewhere we can find? I assume it's
It's a
not a
little,
wandering.
it's a little bit no, it's a little bit. And she kind of just points down. She kind of points out. You know when you entered through South Border in the South Camp, it's just south of that. So it's on the other side of the wall. And she kind of points over. She says, "It's the one they were in charge of because they were so close to the Tylon Empire, and it's the one of the only ones that they control still. And it's the one they take all the novices to. And usually, what they do is that they just push forward into the never-ending castle, and they set up a small camp or a small village at every single step of the never-ending castle. And yeah, it just takes a lot of manual labor. And there's a dragon that pops by sometimes. Why I was asking if you've
Hmm.
seen it. But other than that, I don't know much. Oh, but what I do want to ask though is in that wandering reflection that all of you went into, was there
Yeah.
was there any cat people?
What?
Cat
I
people.
don't think we bumped into any, right, guys?
No cat people. Only
Uh, I mean, depends. Do you consider a lich a cat person?
They can be, but I don't. There's no cat folk there at all.
Nope. Why would there be?
Do you mean like the dog person, but then a cat person?
Not. Yeah.
Do they
Yeah.
look like
I
a
get it.
cat or a human with cat ears?
No, an actual like two-legged tall cat. It's like your friend here. He kind of points. She kind of points at Balto. Like your friend, but taller, like actual like human size. You know.
Uh, I have not seen such a creature. Why?
I just want to see one. I've been looking. There hasn't been one that walked through South Camp yet. It's really annoying. I'm trying.
But there's
She pulls out a small book, and she kind of just opens the pages of the book, and you notice that in the book there are pictures of various races.
oh,
Ooh.
My
Is there
catalog.
is there any robots?
Mm, and she kind of flips through some of the pages. Oh, right here, and she kind of points it to you, and you look at the page for a second, Geralt, and it just you see the title of the page, and it says golems. And then you see that there's a flesh golem that's all disgusting and ugly, and you can see that there is a stonework golem and an iron golem. And it's like, yeah, I got robots already.
Oh, I
Not
thought
my type of robots, but okay, all right.
Yeah, I got robots and I got all this stuff, and and she kind of just sketches out some stuff. Just don't have cat people. Sucks that this is called a catalog and I don't even have cats in it.
is
Such a
that
shame.
how old
is
are you
that
again?
all?
Hmm? Oh, I'm 22.
Huh.
I look young for my age, but I'm 22.
Is that the only race you're missing? Just cat people? Like you got
Yes,
everything in
it's
there?
literally the only race that I'm missing. And if I'm missing anything else, obviously I don't know they exist. But
Mm,
out of the ones that
how do you
exist, I have each other one.
wait? How do you know cat people exist if you've never seen one?
Cat folk do exist. Are you stupid? Their catfolk do exist, man.
Okay.
They do exist. They're one of the more uncommon races, but they're like very they exist, but they're quite rare, and they're mostly in the southern parts of the continent. Um, but yeah, catfolk exists. It's just that they're like small tribes. It's actually a
Ah,
little bit more surprising that well, Shunies are actually extremely rare. Shunies are only located in this small area of the continent. They're
was
more rare than
Balto was Balto the first shooting she's seen, or what?
No, I've seen other Shunies. Shunies are usually guide people into Borg Ball, and I've seen Shuni people, corpses. I've seen a lot of them.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's just because they're close to here. If I was on the north side though, I'd be missing Catfolk and Shunies, which would really suck. But it is what it is. I just need Catfolk and just need a picture, and then I'm done. And then I move on to probably birds or something. I don't know. And she just kind of closes the book and puts it back. And she kind of just looks around for a second. She's like, "Oh, again, right, perfect. I need a piece of hair from all of you, actually."
That's unfortunate.
And she kind of walks up towards all of you, and she kind of plucks a piece of hair, even without permission. She just kind of walks over and just plucks it. Like, and it just kind of it stings for a second, but it's just plucking some hair. She kind of rips a piece of hair out of Mike
Oh,
Harold,
what
and
the heck?
yeah, she walks over and just plucks it. Unless you don't want her to.
I mean, she already did it.
Okay. She just walks over and plucks it all. Pluck, pluck. And she walks over to Balto and she kind of grabs a whole handful of hair, just rips it out. And he just has a little bit of a patch on there. I was like, all right, perfect. All right. And she catalogs, she puts the hair in small little baggies, separate ones. She's like, perfect. That's good enough.
Why?
Do you have, and she looks at Jugeralt, do you have anything that's like a part of you? It's for divination, silly.
I can try.
I'm
And
not
then
asking you to grow a beard. I'm asking you for like a bit of your blood. Do you have blood?
honestly, something flows out of me, but I don't know what it is. But here, I'll try it.
Does it flow out of you commonly, or is it
I
something
don't.
that happens after you're injured?
I think when I'm injured.
Okay, then yeah, that's if you can give me a little bit of that, that'd be great.
All right. Damn a dagger. All right, someone poke me. someone, someone prick me as hard as you can.
Don't you have like a cap you can unscrew?
Oh wait, no, I don't think so, man.
Wait, how did the oil get inside you in the first place?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of things.
There has to be
Okay,
some
I have a
strict
dagger and
vinegar.
I stab my hand.
That
And
seems highly
I
unnecessary.
I assume it's just man.
I'd say it's easier just to stab your hand, honestly. If
Alright,
you can, yeah, you can just like stab at it for a second, and just kind of cut your hand. You take a point of damage. And you
exactly.
kind of cut through it, and like a little bit of the color is kind of black. You're not quite sure. But it's like a bluish, blackish, brownish color. As you just kind of just like drip it into like she kind of takes out a small little vial and kind of takes it and just puts it in. It's like perfect. All right. So I have all the divination stuff ready. Oh, and she walks over to Kosi J and just rips out a piece of hair. He's like, ah, and then he's like, oh, sorry. And she kind of puts it into her little baggie and says, all right, divination, all set up and ready to go. You're lucky you're my partner, Mike, because
Oh,
we'll never lose anyone.
oh, perfect.
Yep, perfect. As you just kind of see her just kind of put all that stuff into her bag. Some time passes by as you guys are kind of walking and talking a little bit. As you kind of walk and talk, you guys begin to see that the sun is starting to go down and down. You've been walking for almost probably like 5 to 6 hours at this point. The afternoon is kind of bright right now. As you guys kind of get up and just kind of continue to walk, you see Kosi J just kind of stop for a second and says, okay, all right. We are getting a bit closer, so I would suggest putting on your coats.
Alrighty.
Right.
So all of you just kind of just put on your coats, and you see that Ellie has taken the other pink coat, and she just kind of puts it on. She's like, oh, okay. Do you want to trade? And she kind of asks. She asks you, Geralt.
No, I like my tie dye one.
Mm, do you want to trade? And she asks you, Harold.
No.
All right, fine. And she kind of just keeps it on, and then she's kind of just, you guys continue to walk. As you guys kind of continue, the temperature of the area was quite standard as you guys are walking. It's like probably like mid in Fahrenheit. It's probably like pretty nice outside actually. Probably like 80, pretty good. And there's like a lot of shade covering as well. But as you guys are kind of like getting closer, or rather moving forward, you guys begin to feel that the temperature drops drastically. The surroundings don't look any different. But as you guys kind of walk forward, just for like almost like in a split second, you begin to see your breath kind of flowing out of your mouth. You begin to see kind of the icy, the precipitation kind of gathered on some of the, not the precipitation, the frost gathered on some of the trees. As you guys begin to just kind of walk a little bit further ahead, you see Kosi J just kind of, he looks to be almost hugging him, like hugging his arms together. He's like, oh. Okay, we are a little bit closer now. It's going to get a lot colder once we're inside. Oh yeah, this is going to be... Cal looks back at you, Geralt. He says, why'd you have to choose this one? This one is super annoying to do.
I think it was a group. It was a democracy. I didn't choose this one. It overruled.
I don't think so. I think this is a tyranny. This is... Oh my god, it's going to be so cold in there. I don't like the cold. And you see him just kind of just rubbing his shoulders for a second. You see Ellie also doing that as well. She's just kind of just grabbing her shoulders. As you guys begin to walk closer, you guys reach what looks to be a small forest clearing. And as you kind of reach this small forest clearing, you guys see that the whole ground and this whole area, this clearing is probably
What's up, Zeke?
big as a
Welcome to the
football
game.
field.
Yeah,
It's
we're
quite
just
large.
playing some
As this
D&D
clearing,
right
you kind of
now.
see the whole,
I was
like,
in a
long
phone call,
ways
so these
that
guys
the
are all
whole
mad at me because of
ground
that.
is barren
But it's not
with
my fault.
ice.
Yeah.
You see that the dirt is all covered in a sheet of frost. As you guys kind of see this large icy area, you can begin to see what looks to be a large archway in the middle of this field. And in this archway, this field, you notice that this whole thing, or rather this large frozen archway, there is a
Mm-hmm.
reddish, not reddish, sorry. What color is it? This one is, there's a light blue. There's a light blue glow in the middle of this archway. As you guys see the light blue glow, it is almost as if it's transparent. But through that archway, you can see small, or rather through that glow, you can see the small like shimmers of frost and small pieces of snow kind of drifting down from it. You can see through the other side of the clearing, but you can already tell that this is a portal of some kind. It is a portal that leads to somewhere different. As you guys kind of make your way out in the clearing, you notice that surrounding this portal, there is a group or groups of people, and they seem to be waving a flag of some kind. And you look at the flag for a second, you kind of try to see what it looks like, but there's no wind right now. And the flags are all just laying there. Not laying, but they're all just kind of downward. So you can't see the full sigil quite yet. And as you kind of walk up, you see that Kosi J just kind of walks forward in front of all of you. And as you just see him walk forward, you notice that there is a younger man just kind of standing there. his arms crossed, and he looks to be in a coat as well. He just kind of looks at all of you up and down. He just says, "Gates closed. It ain't open for the public." And you see Kosi J just kind of stand up to him. He's like, "We're actually from Simple, my friend. So we are here to solve the issues you've been having. And maybe even, who knows, give all of you a reason to leave." The young man just kind of looks over at Kosi J, and he looks back at all of you, and he looks back at Kosi J, and he says, "You and that group, if you're trying to lose your life, go ahead. Just make sure to check in with the foreman. The foreman will get you all set up." And he just kind of stands to the side. Kosi J looks back at all of you and just kind of waves you and gives
Is
you a
the
big smile and
volume
says, "Come
better,
on, come on,
Z?
come on." And Ellie just kind of skips along the pathway. The rest of you follow along, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And as you kind of all just kind of go inside, you notice that there is not really a fence that's kind of around this portal, but it's kind of like what looks to be a barricade, like as if like there were as if there were going to be horses storming the place. There are jutted wooden spikes that kind of go out. There is a small kind of little where you see small like a moat kind of going around like trenches and things as well. As you
Thanks
kind
for
of
the
see all that
follow,
happening,
Michino-kuma.
you notice that there is
Appreciate
kind of
it.
just what looks to be a few people just kind of sitting, nursing what look to be blackened hands and blackened feet. And you see that as one person's face, the whole side of his face is rotten flesh. But you said there's a bit of frost on it. As you see that there are a lot of injured surrounding the portal. And you see the injured surrounding the portal, all of them have one thing in common, is that they all have frostbite.
Oh, it's
A bit of
Mochi. Hey,
frost and
Mochi.
dead
Man,
flesh
you guys are both
on
listening.
all of them. And as you guys are kind of walking through the camp, you can feel that the mood of the camp itself is a bit somber. As you see Kosi J just kind of walking, humming a song to himself, and Ellie is also unfazed by the somberness. She's just skipping around and looking at all the well, at all the buildings and things like that. She seems to be on the lookout for a certain thing in particular, probably a catfolk.
Happy
You're
people.
not quite sure. But as you guys kind of make your way to where the large portal is, the one that's shining, you notice that there looks to be an older woman, probably maybe about 50 to 60 years old. She is standing in front of the portal with looks to be a clipboard. She's talking to one of the people next to her. You notice that her face is extremely stern. She has a few wrinkles, and you notice that there are large crow's feet along her the edges of her eyes. And particularly, you notice that on her right hand, her whole right hand is, you recognize this, Geralt. It is a false hand. It is a mechanical appendage that she has, as it
What?
is completely made of solid gold. And she just kind of, and as you look at it for a second, you notice there are runes along all of it, and she is using it as if it is just her actual hand. The subtleties of how she's writing with it as well, you can tell that this hand is a feat of mechanical engineering or even magical engineering. As she's just kind of writing stuff down on a clipboard, and she's just talking and whispering to people that come up to her and come back. She looks up all of you, and she puts her clipboard to the side of her belt. She kind of looks and she says, "Oh, you're here, Kosi J. Finally. I've been waiting for good news, and obviously, good news is not going to come unless you get your ass in that portal. So, are these the group of elites that you said you were getting me?" And you see Kosi J just kind of put a big old smile on his face. And he says, "They are the elites, and they are ready to, well, do business." "Perfect. Well, that's the case. Just, are they briefed already?" "They are briefed." "Perfect.
Can I get a quick brief, guys? Come on. Sorry,
They are
there's something
briefed.
caught in my throat.
I guess
Yeah.
Scarrow will just have to rewatch it.
Balto would just have to rewatch the last 2 hours.
No. I know my partner's Kosi J or something, right? Who's the extra person in our party that we did? We got.
As you kind of see you see her kind of just look over, and she's just kind of, if they've been briefed, then go ahead and enter at your own time. There are weapons and things and implements if you need any, borrow any, but just make sure that, well, make sure that you have at least some silver on you, okay? And you see Kosi just like, oh, right, the silver pot. Right. Yeah, we need to get some silver. I almost forgot. We went in without silver. That would have been terrible. And he just kind of goes over to one of the tents. And just kind of quickly comes back out with a few things. Yeah, there are a few things, uh, and he kind of looks at specifically Balto and Mike. He says, both of you are use physical implements, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, perfect. Then here you go, and here you go. And he passes you. He passes Balto a small, looks to be a small box of cartridges, as he kind of seems to give you what looks to be 40 silver bullets.
Nice.
And for you, Mike, he hands you what looks to be a silvered dagger.
Heck yeah.
Wow, you
What
guys
is
got
that?
silvered stuff for free? Let's
I
go.
look at Balto.
Whoa.
Man, it's like we're fighting werewolves.
Oh, there are werewolves in there, actually.
We fight.
What about undead?
Undead, not as common in this one. The reports are werewolves are not as common, but if we do run into any, then that's the whole thing, is that they are basically extremely hard to kill without silver things. But magic does a lot of big, heavy deal on them, so all good. All good. Uh, in any case, we will need to find a few things for you. Uh, Grant, just put in stone bullets and just name them silver, okay? And then as he just kind of grabs a few, like, looks to be a few like a few packs of things as well. He just kind of just grabs whatever he needs. Like, all right, we will be going, Lillian. Pray that we don't get murdered in there, all right? So just go. Tired of dealing with you already. And you see Koshija turn back and he says, now, since this is your first reflection that you're going into unintentionally, as he says that, you see Lillian, her eyes just kind of turn to him and says, the first? No. They've been in one before, but they were pulled into it and everyone else died in their group. It's fine. But since all of this is your first reflection you're going to intentionally, the first protocol is that all of us need to hold hands, so we're going to separate it, okay? And he kind of holds his hand out. Since you're my partner, Balto, please hold my hand.
Harold?
Yeah, I got you.
Mike has to hold Ellie's hand.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm
Wait,
telling
we didn't
you.
get Josanna. This is Ellie.
Yes, this is Ellie instead.
Where have
This
you
is
been?
Lillian.
Yes.
Where
Yeah,
you
I've been
been?
gone for the last 2 hours.
I know.
I was listening, but partially. I had a phone call. I mean, a calling stone call.
A stone call.
That's Grant's way of saying he was sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. As you just kind of, Ellie just kind of grabs your hand, Mike, and she just kind of looks forward ahead. She seems to be extremely excited, and you can tell that there's sweat all over her hand. And
God,
it's
whose hand am I
completely
holding?
wet.
It's
You're
like I'm
holding
holding
Ellie's.
Jan's hand. God.
Yeah, it's just sweat all over it. You just see her, and she grabs it for a second. She just smiles at you for a second, and she smiles at you for a second, and just looking at her like face to face, you know she's actually missing a tooth on like one of her back teeth. You didn't see it before, but she's actually missing a tooth. And as she kind of just looks back and she says, "All right, all of us are holding our buddy's hands. Now we connect the group." And he holds out his other hand to connect. Oh, actually, he doesn't. He says, I have to be the front of the group because I'm the one entering first. But you, Balto, are going to have to hold this person's hand, and this person holds the other hand. It's very simple, but, it's going to be explaining a lot of it. So, What is
Well,
the
what kind of
order?
pistol do I have?
Ask me on the break. We're about to take a break right now. Um, as we are, as the order is going to be Kosi J, and the next one is Balto. Who is holding Balto's hand?
I could hold his hand.
Okay, Geralt.
My
Then after
paws.
is
You
Harold,
hold it.
obviously. And then Harold, whose hand are you holding? Ellie's or Mike?
Yeah, I'll hold Mike's.
Okay, you hold Mike, and Ellie's last. Okay, perfect. All right. So as you just kind of see all holding, all right, Kosi just kind of looks over and kind of grabs everyone's hands, like, all right, all of you ready to go? Let's dive in. As he
Oh
walks
shit!
forward, as he walks forward, the moment he touches the portal with his right hand, he touches it. As he touches it, all of you are immediately overcome with a sense of nausea as your vision begins to shift and change. As your vision begins to shift and change, you notice that holding each other's hand, it seems to anchor you to something. But as it begins to shift and change, the moment Kosi J touched that portal, it's as if there was a headspace change, as if all of you just smoked a bunch of weed, as it just seems to almost shift and makes it seem as if you're not in the same place anymore. You blink your eyes once. As you blink your eyes once, the other blink opens. As you open your eyes, you see a landscape of ice. Oh, it's not open. Gosh darn it. Let me
It's
do
black.
this. It's a black thing. Let me go ahead and do this. Changes. Configure. Configure. Lighting. Token version. Bam. Okay, there you go.
Whoa.
It is a large, icen, barren landscape. And off in the distance, you see a large mountaintop. And as you're kind of looking around and seeing that, the temperature has dropped drastically as all of you are holding each other's hands, as all of you are standing in the snow. You see Kosi J look back at all of you and he says, "Welcome to Reflection. I hope you enjoy your stay." And we'll take a break there for 10 minutes.
What? Alright, I'll be back.
Yep.
10
So
minute
10
break,
minutes.
right?
We'll come back at 8:35.
Who wants to catch me up? Who's still here?
What happened?
Alex, catch
Pause,
me up.
pause your damn Twitch. Pause your damn Twitch. Mute this.
We'll go on a 10-minute break. I'll mute the audio.
All
From
right.
Josanna's room.
So if I recall correctly, and I'm pretty sure Tim and Will probably knows the most, but pretty much what happened was after Josanna came out, she talked to us. She said, "Nah, she hates me." So I was like, "Yo, that's scary as heck." You guys walked in, I snuck away, and then you guys try to convince her, and then Tim went to go look for like a healer or some shit like that. I don't even know their names, and then so then as Tim was leaving, I followed him. You and Wong took off, and then we went to go find that monk, whatever healer guy that Tim was looking for. Went to go. He was like a what was he like? Oh damn! What was he? He was like a
He's an
sage.
ogre.
No, was he an ogre? A
He's an
mage
ogre that is a high priest.
There we go. High priest. There
Yes,
we go.
yes, yes, yes.
So we're gonna go look for him, but he's like, nah, you guys are fucking dumb. You're funny. So then he's like, you could take my apprentice, pretty much. That's what I would call her. And she's like, oh yeah, like let's go, Dezu. And I was like, all right, sure. And then what else happened after that? We pretty
So
much
instead
took
of
off.
taking the boy guard child, we took a the child healer child.
He's not a
No,
child.
she's not a child. She's
She's
like
pretty old.
22.
She's 22.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay,
yeah. I asked her ASL already. She's 22. She's an
okay, okay,
apprentice. She's actually been in the mirror world before.
oh,
Even
okay,
I,
okay.
even I was telling Tim and them, I was like, oh man, dude, I wish we had a fuck, But they're like, Tim's like, he doesn't fucking like you, and I was like, all right, fucker. And then what happened? What did we hop on, Will? We didn't even hop on a boat. We just took off somewhere.
You guys just walked like along the path, like through
What's
the
the mission
forest.
goal? What are we
Yeah.
doing? What's the mission goal?
Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
we walked to the mirror. We're like, all right, we're about to go in. Oh, by the way, Grant, you don't talk. You just bark. We've made that very clear with the lady and with the current guy that we're
You were
with right
just
now.
you were just barking. We can just translate into human speak whatever he wanted to say from before.
Yeah. So
okay.
your whole
Oh,
character.
you also need to figure out. So, a few things you need to figure out. Figure out what gun you have, obviously. Also, you need to figure out a identity token or thing with CoCJ. Because there are doppelgangers in this
Yes,
reflection.
that is where I was getting to next. There are doppelgangers and there's reflections. So we all have a code word. Do you remember your code word?
My code word will be bend over.
No, no.
Hello,
That's that.
hello.
You weren't there for the code word. Your
The
code.
code word.
Your code word is bark bark.
Bark, bark.
Or did it catch you up already or no?
I'm trying to catch him up.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no.
still catching. It could be anything you want, Grant. It doesn't have to be bark bark. I was just saying that because you were gone.
Okay, okay.
All right. GM says different. Okay.
Yeah,
What's
it's
your code
fine.
word?
I mean, obviously the bark bark stuff is whatever. Yeah, whatever you want.
My code word will be bend over. What's Kosi J's code word?
CoCJ's coder it'll be
Because
huge ass.
it's his.
Yeah.
He's my partner, right? In the thing.
Yeah, he's your partner. You were kind of the last left to pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was just about when we were adding you. Yes.
Yeah. So yours will probably be yeah, so it'll be bend over. It doesn't have to be a two-way one. It could just be a one-way one too. It could just both be bend over, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both bend
Okay.
over then.
Mhm.
And then what else happened?
You know about the witch?
There's a witch.
There's a witch, and if there's a bright light in the sky, it is her.
Yeah, we're in a frozen world, so we're pretty much in Game of Thrones.
Hmm.
So I
We
wrote
all have,
down.
yeah, we all have
Yes.
rations.
If there's a bright light in the sky, hide.
Yeah, there's a bright light in the sky high. She's a witch. She will kill you on sight.
Yeah.
On sight, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know.
Yep. So I think that's everything. A
But
lot
we're
of
not, and we're not
yeah.
here to claim the reflection, by the way. We're just here
Oh
to
yeah,
scout it out.
that's smart. Yes, we're just here to grab information and leave. We're not trying to be confrontational.
Okay.
It's a heist.
Basically, yes. Yeah, you are
I'm
correct in
gonna
that,
take a
actually.
deep sniff of Kosi J and Ellie to get their scent.
We didn't even start yet, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
just
we're not
saying on
starting
our
up.
walk.
Yeah,
On our
man.
walk,
Grant,
I get their
let us.
scent.
You had your break, Grant. Let us have ours, man. Gosh.
I wasn't on a break. I had a phone call. Okay.
You could have put him on speaker. We would have listened to you.
No, 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 no.
Like, yeah, Grant, you get that pus on your penis figured out?
What are you talking about, man? We don't talk about that puss on my penis.
Oh shit! What?
They call that gonorrhea. I heard.
my brother just had his kid though, so yeah, so I was in a phone call for that too.
Grant gets so much bitches.
strong snapback. Yeah, I'm gonna get my water. I've been sipping on this wine forever. Fuck.
How's the wine, dude?
It's very.
Feeling-
This one's the really sugary one, which is
Oh.
not sugary at all. It's very sour and strong as fuck.
Sour and strong as fuck.
Tastes
gotta
like I'm
have-
drinking a fucking hard lemonade right now.
I gotta have some of Grant's fucking juice.
Bring you the good bottle, bro. The good bottle.
Oh yeah, give him a good bottle. We'll frame that shit. We'll never drink it.
Have you guys tried? So yesterday I was at my cousin's wedding, and then one of my cousins she showed me a drink. It was a double shot of Tito's with water and 2 lemons. That shit did not taste like alcohol at all. It was actually crazy. You just gotta try that drink.
What was that?
It was
What was it?
a
What
double
was it?
shot of Tito's, water, and 2 lemons. No, just water. Club soda actually makes it like taste like a seltzer. Whereas if you just put water, it tastes like straight water, dude. It's actually insane.
Oh,
Yeah. And plus it's like just water, so then, you're kind of still staying hydrated too.
I got
Does
asked
it does
how
it
long
taste
is
like a
our
paper
session?
straw?
How long is our session? It's usually 4 hours long, and then we have a break 2 hours in.
Okay. Heard it here first, guys.
Tim, does it taste like a paper straw or something?
No, it doesn't taste like water. It tastes like a lemon water. Lemon
Wait,
and water.
are you streaming our break right now?
Yes, Zeke
Yes.
wanted to hear it. Yeah. But I'll unmute us.
so we're going to part 2 of session 7. So, yes, our people are back. We're all back now. Everyone's good. So, as we get back into it, can I have just a quick roll call? Make sure everyone's here.
Hi, I'm here.
Hello.
Geralt is present.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Balto.
Yes, so Balto has finally arrived at work. So, it seems good. So, now we get back into it. So, as we left off, all of you have just arrived into the reflection, and the sensation is similar to the ones you had before, but this one feels a lot more sudden. It feels as if there was something pulling you in rather than something just kind of just quietly enveloping you. But this time it seems to just pull you in as you're kind of just standing there in the middle of this large frozen landscape. Koshi J looks at all of you and just kind of just, oh God, okay, all right. This is going to be a pain. And he just kind of looks around, and as you're kind of seeing that some of the landscape kind of out into the uh out into the actual like frozen tundra, you see bits and pieces of smoke stacks kind of off in the distance. And you kind of look at it off in the distance, like off far across the canyon and stuff. He just, Kushida looks over and just says, "Oh, by the gods, we've been entered so far away."
What?
And you see him just kind of sigh for a second, just like, ah. Well, get your boots ready. Hope all of you brought comfortable footwear. We're walking again. And walking towards over there. He kind of points out what looks to be a large wall on the side of a mountain.
Oh, okay.
As he kind of points towards that, he looks back at all of you and says, "All of you ready, packed up, ready for anything suspicious to come along?"
Yes, sir.
Always
Yes.
ready.
I just
All
had a
right.
thought. I think if we encounter werewolves, I think Balto can talk to them, right?
Why? Because he's a dog.
Yeah, because he's a dog.
Well, we have
Oh.
to translate it.
I'm not that kind of dog. I don't have to speak with animals.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was
You are
raised
an
by,
animal.
You guys,
I was
you guys
raised
know
by
that
white people.
werewolves-
No, just kidding.
Yo.
What's this culture, bro? No, you guys know that werewolves can speak common, right? They can speak regularly. They're literally people.
No,
yeah,
they
yeah,
aren't.
yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. just messing around.
They are regular people. They're
Yeah, man,
werewolves.
they are regular people,
That's
bro.
what they want you to think.
Damn. As you guys are making your way kind of along the frozen tundra, I need everybody to roll me a fortitude saving throw. Oh, I need Coach Jade and them to do it too. Actually, I need to have their NPCs just out at all time. Jesus.
Woo! Oh, 21.
Where is fortitude at?
It's in the middle of the page.
26.
Where is fortitude at? Where's fortitude at? What the fuck? How do you guys find fortitude?
Under initiative?
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Also, it's like right there next to your left side.
Fuck.
Okay, so we have my thing's on there. So we have Geralt with a 21, Balto with a 26, Harold with an 11, Mike Hawk with a 10. We have Kosi J with a 20, and we have our friend Ellie with a 15. So everybody 15 and above passes.
Oh.
Everyone else fails. So Harold and
Oh.
Mike, both of you fail. So
What
since you guys
happened?
both fail, both of you take 5 cold damage. And you are both, let me grab this.
I will adjust that right now. Okay.
You take both for 5 cold damage, and that's it. That's all that happens for now.
Oh, that's fine. Isn't this jacket supposed to be warm?
it is warm. But if you take it off, you would die from the cold instead. As all of you begin to walk your way along the pathway, not the pathway, along the snow, you see Kosi J, his eyes are just kind of like, you can tell that he just doesn't want to be here. He really doesn't want to be here at all. But he's just making his way forward. And you see Ellie, as opposed to Kosi J, her eyes are shining. She's looking around. She's kind of looking all around. She keeps tapping your shoulder, Mike. She keeps saying,
Oh.
look. And she points at a tree.
And I'm like, oh yeah, it looks so cool. Yeah, baby, it looks sick.
She looks at the tree and she's like, yeah. I think that tree is where someone hanged themselves. Look, there's rope on it.
Yeah, that's so hot.
As you both are just kind of talking in the back of the group, you see Kosi J is kind of walking forward along the pathway. As he's kind of walking forward, you notice that there are a few other trails that kind of lead up and down the snowy side of this mountain. Along the snowy side of the mountain, there are fresh tracks and tracks that have been there for a couple of days. And you notice that some of them are, most of them are mostly from animals, but some of them seem to be from boots or even like people. And you can tell this area is kind of not highly trafficked, but people come through here sometimes. As you're kind of walking along the path, can I have? Let's see. I'm gonna have. I think who was behind Kosi J again? Oh, it was Balto. Balto, can I have you have a perception check for me, please?
No problem, my lord. Let me sniff out the area for us.
Okay, 23. Balto, you begin to sniff, and he's kind of sniffing along, and just kind of you kind of sniff around, and you kind of smell the stench, not the stench, but the aroma of a couple of deer, maybe some bears. There's some dung somewhere. You're not sure where it is. Well, you're very sure where it is, but you choose not to look there. And you just kind of smell, and for a second, with the 23 especially, there is a waft of a smell of blood in the air. It's very irony, and you can kind of smell it, and it's a little bit a ways away. But you can definitely smell the distinct smell of blood, and it's a little bit fresh.
Is anyone bleeding? Turns to Ellie
No,
real
what do-
quick, turns back. Okay.
Oh, what happened?
I smell blood in the air.
Do you?
Yeah, on the tips of your feet.
Oh man,
Coming
that's
from
crazy.
that direction as I point with my snout.
You point with your snout, you kind of point a little bit off the ways. It's a little bit, it's the opposite side of where the smokestacks are. And they're clearly this path begins to fork now with two different things. As you're going further deeper into the mountainside than it is going towards the valley instead. As you kind of say that, you see Kosi just kind of turn back at all of you and says, we should probably try and make it to civilization before the night comes.
I agree.
Yes.
And
Let me get a
you
good
see
scent of Kosi J and Ellie in case we lose you.
You smell both of them. You just kind of just smell them. Kosi J smells like flowers. It's very nice, actually. Very pleasant smell. Very subtle to the nose. And you kind of smell Ellie. Very strangely, you expected Ellie to smell like bandages and medicines, just like everyone else. But she actually smells very differently. She smells of... Can't put your finger on it. It is a very unique smell. Can I have you roll a Shuni lore for me?
The hell's your Shuni lore?
It's one of your skills.
Fucking A.
9. You don't recognize the stench. You don't recognize
How about
it.
survival, huh?
Guys,
No, you already
No,
rolled.
that's your lore.
it's a plot twist. She's a cat person, guys.
She smells interesting. can't put my nose on it, but won't talk about it.
It's very distinct. As you kind of smell her, she kind of looks at you. She's like, oh, she pets your head at the same time. I mean, we should see it. And she looks at you, Balto. Can you smell if it's like people blood, or is it just like animal blood, like something's hunting?
Can I do a survival check?
Yeah, that's fine. That's a natural 1.
Blood
with a
just smells like
9
blood to me, you know, kind of nutritious yet irony, you know, kind of like
Nutritious? You drink blood?
no, just smells like tortillas.
Oh. Okay. And then Ellie just kind of says, yeah, we should make it to the city then. Because he just kind of nods and says, all right. And you continue to the city, ignoring the little waft of blood that came your way.
What if this is important, guys?
As you begin to make your way.
We make our way towards the blood.
I mean, I
You're
could
making your way
use.
down the pathway of valley. It's already been decided. You guys aren't making your way towards the blood. Everyone seems to have agreed. As you guys kind of make your way down the valley, it takes some time, but you guys are going down on a downward slope. So it takes some time, but it's pretty easy. It's just kind of some deep patches of snow here and there. But as you kind of make your way down to the end of the valley towards the bottom of it, you reach what looks to be a small village built into the side of the mountain, one of the mountains, and also like against some of the frozen lake. You see what looks to be a small village.
Wow.
As it's kind of going in, you notice that these houses, although in the picture they're orange, these houses have looks to be they're a lot of snow on them, but then they seem to be almost like a shimmering color. As you kind of see them, like just stepping forward a little bit to the left and to the right, they seem to shift color as if they're shifting with the movement of the light. You immediately you can tell that this is a camouflage, and they're like basically just kind of camouflage. As you guys begin to make your way to the entrance of this small little city, you guys see a man standing in front of what looks to be one of the large guarded gates. As he looks at all of you, you notice that this man seems to have on his face, there is a difference that you can't quite put your finger on. But as you kind of look at him for a second, another second, you notice that this man's eyes, they are completely white. There are no pupils in them. And he's kind of, but as you kind of look at him for a second, he looks at you as well. And although there are no pupils, you can tell that he is making eye contact with you directly. As he looks at all of you and just kind of just... More travelers. Perfect. And you see Kosi J just kind of smile and just kind of walk up to him. He says, hello, my friend. We are here to meet with one of our contacts in this lovely, lovely place. Does the name... And he kind of looks over and kind of just pulls out a small note from his shirt pocket. Does the name Cinda mean anything to you? And you see the guard just kind of look over at Kosi J, and he just kind of says, yeah, Cinder was here. She's not anymore, though. And Kosi J just kind of, pray do tell why. She's gone out into the frost, so to say. And for a second, Kosi J just kind of thinks, and he just kind of, oh, that's not good. Are there any other travelers in this city? None that we know of. I see, I see. Well, if it's possible, can you let us in and we can try and figure out our situation from there? You see the man just kind of just walk a little bit to the side as he just kind of lets all of you in.
Nice.
Koshi just kind of walks ahead a little bit and he says, all right, I am going to try and figure out where our contact is gone. Balto, you're with me.
Yes, sir.
Of course. If anyone else wants to assist or come with me, you can. But other than that, the rest of you, please be comfortable and find some lodging for all of us, okay?
All right. Mike, Hawk, and Ellie, I think you guys can find the place for us.
Oh, sure.
Ellie's like, I will do anything I need to do. And she just kind of salutes a little bit, and she just kind of she grabs Mike Hawk's arm and she kind of pulls it. Come on, let's go. She grabs his arm and she kind of pulls him along the path. And the rest of you make your way to, or rather, you follow Kosi J. As you're kind of following Kosi J just kind of, his hand is on his chin. He's just kind of thinking for a second. He seems to be silent in thought.
What is
What
on
is-
your
You guys-
mind? What is on your mind, Kosi J?
You see Kosi J look at you, Balter, for a second. He says, contact Yacinda. She was a very, well, important contact. And if she's gone out into the frost, then there may be some issues.
Oh.
Yeah. Sven is not located in this one, unfortunately, not in this village. He is near the mountaintops. So, our only other course of action is to talk to the actual village leader. Which will be a pain. Because obviously, travelers aren't very welcome here. It is quite obvious, as all of you can tell. As he kind of begins to walk forward again, he just goes silent.
Are all these people here that live in the reflection?
Not all of them. Some of them may have been. Well, I think a major thing is that this reflection is, as you know, most reflections are different dilations of time. But this one is concurrent with our current time. So every day here is a day outside. It is something that they've tested already. And most of them are from here. Some of them were born here. And
So is
others...
it possible that this reflection is just a place somewhere in the world? Current?
if it's a place in the world, we haven't found it yet. Yes. The strange thing with reflections is that many of them seem to be completely different places than where you enter from. Some of them have vast mountains going out, like this one, and snow always permanent. Other ones, other reflections, when you enter them, you will arrive in the bottom of the ocean and instantly meet your doom. Other ones, you are on a small island in the middle of the ocean. Or another, where you are on a floating island up in the sky. Each reflection seems to take you somewhere new. And they seem to be infinite, honestly. Most of them seem to have, from what I can tell, completely different geographies than where you enter them from. So yes, maybe it is somewhere in the world that we have not discovered yet. Or maybe it's somewhere in a different world. The most strange thing is that we can still communicate. As if our languages were all common in every single one. At least with creatures that seem more similar to us. Ah, strange, strange reflections, really. Really they are.
Guess the sooner we get out, the better.
The sooner we get out, the better.
Are we trying to find the source here?
We're trying to scout out what is the source. Yes. That is our only mission here in the first place. The source, where we can get it, and hopefully escape with our lives. That's our only goal. The source still has not been found, and the mystery of this place has still not been solved. And many people have thought of the mystery of this place to be why it's always so goddamn cold all the time. Although no one has confirmed it yet. There are no seers who have entered this place quite yet, but if we can, there may be a couple of clues as to why this reflection even exists. In any case, we're going to go see the village leader, the tribe leader now. Hopefully they are reasonable, and hopefully they are kind, and hopefully they like travelers. At least one of those, hopefully, is true. But it's going to be a bit of an issue, at least with this temperature. I can't bring out my familiar in this temperature. He would just freeze and be useless. And by extension, I'm only at, well, maybe even a quarter of my full strength here. There's a force here that I am feeling, and it's not, well, it's not quite kind to Druidics, it seems. Something is suppressing me, and I don't know what it is. It's a good thing none of you are rangers or druids. You would have had an issue here as well, but it's good that, at least for me, I am competent even without most of my magics. So
Wait, what's the issue with rangers or druids?
there's something suppressing primal
nature
magic
abilities?
here.
Oh.
Primal magic being suppressed here. And maybe a clue to our mystery that we're trying to solve. So just keep that in the back of our minds, yes? And you see him just kind of turn, and he kind of reaches what seems to be one of the larger buildings in the area, and he kind of looks over and says, all right, hopefully this person is kind. Hopefully they're reasonable. Maybe they like handsome elves, and I can, negotiate with them. Hopefully they will be friendly. All right. And you hear him, you see him just kind of walk up and just kind of knock on the door. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Yes? We are here to meet with the village leader, please. Yeah, just a second. You wait for a few moments. A minute passes. 2 minutes. And then when you think that seems to be quite a bit of a long time, the door opens and you see a young man standing out the door. The young man seems to be wearing what looks to be a brown leather coat. And you see him like kind of holding the leather coat. You notice that he's looking down, and you notice that on his face, on the left side, there is a large burned scar across his left eye. But it is covered what looks to be a bandana with an eye patch on it. As you kind of see him just kind of walk out, you notice that he looks down at all of you as his stares are a little bit higher, and he says, "Yes, travelers, again. What do you need? Supplies? A place to stay? I can provide all those things as long as you promise you're out by the morning." You see Kosi J just kind of look up at him and just kind of... We have some... And as he kind of... Kosi J begins to kind of almost try to negotiate. You see the young boy just kind of put up his hands like, up, 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 up. I don't care about any grand missions. I don't care any about grand ambitions. I don't care about anything. As long as you have things to trade, you can stay here until the morning. All right? Is that fair? Because he just kind of looks over and says, "Fair." He reaches into his bag and just kind of pulls out what looks to be a small, tinier bag. Kind of hands it to the younger man. And the younger man kind of grabs it and kind of opens it and kind of looks around inside of it and he says, "Well, that'll be quite enough." There's an inn on the side. If you kind of... It kind of points to the building all the way near the entrance. That building is a designated resting spot for you travelers. The rest of the village is off limits. If you enter any other buildings, you will be killed on sight. All right? Okay, perfect. Thank you. And he just kind of closes the door. As that's happening, we have our other two, Ellie and Mike. Both of you, you see Ellie is pulling you along. And she's kind of pulling you along, and she's kind of looking around at all the buildings and all like the people. You notice that a lot of the people seem to have a few things a bit off on them, a little bit quirky. Mike, as you kind of just look around, you kind of see that some of the people that are kind of walking around, they seem to kind of move in a certain way, and you can't quite put your finger on it, Mike. But Ellie is just kind of just like walking and like scampering about, skipping almost as if she is quite excited to be somewhere other than in the temple. And she kind of looks at, look at that. That's... Oh my goodness. That is a yak. Have you seen one of these
Yak?
before? Yes.
Whoa, never.
Oh my gosh. That's actually very interesting. Oh, look. There is a large bird on that. Oh, that's the biggest crow I've ever seen in my life. Oh, look. There is people moving along the pathway, and they're avoiding... Oh, that ice is very dangerous. We should avoid this ice as well. She kind of pulls you past some of what looks to be a very darkened piece of ice. As she kind of pulls you past, you almost see, as you're kind of walking past some of the people, that the people give you a glance, Mike. And this glance is extremely... Not extremely, but it's very noticeable. As there's a small shift in their eyes, and they just shift back to what they were doing. And it's almost as if they're looking at you through their peripheral vision. Very aware of where you're going. As you're kind of walking up the path, being led by Ellie, Ellie kind of walks up to one of the stairwells, and you see a guard kind of standing in front of it, and then he kind of looks down at her. He says, "You're not allowed to go any further, ma'am. You're not allowed to go up to the ramparts." You see Ellie just say, "Okay, I will try and not go up to the ramparts." You see the guard just kind of nod, and you see Ellie just kind of walk over to one of the sides. Looks to be what side is of one of the buildings. She kind of pulls you along, Mike. And she kind of looks at you, Mike. She says, "Mike,
Yes?
we need to go up to the ramparts."
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so I have a spell that will make us completely silent, but still, do you have anything that can make us invisible?
I don't.
Well, we're just going to have to rely on good old silence then, and good old hiding. All right. Okay. Let's go up to the ramparts. Let's see what's up there, and then we'll come back down. No harm done. Nothing will happen. Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Perfect. And you see her just kind of take out her staff. Not take out her staff, but kind of pull it down for a second. She kind of just almost sucks in what sounds to be like almost a very large amount of air. And as kind of she sucks in a large amount of air, the sound around you begins to dampen. And as it begins to dampen, you just begin to feel that you're not quite sure, but the wind itself seems to just quiet.
Oh.
As she looks at you for a second, she kind of gives you a thumbs up. And she begins walking to one of the sides of the buildings.
All right. And I'll just follow her.
Yeah, she walks you to one of the sides of the buildings, and there's like a window on top of one of the sides of the buildings, and this one leads up into what looks to be the rampart area. And she kind of looks at you, and she's kind of, as if she's trying to communicate with you with just fingers, doing sign language. She's just kind of just. And she has a few symbols as if she's doing almost like a jitsu or something. She just kind of she points up towards the window.
All right. So I'll look in the window. Let's go.
It's on the second story, so it's extremely
Oh.
high.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're gonna boost up there.
She sees pointing up towards it seems.
Yeah, let's go. I help her get up there since she's smaller.
Okay. You just kind of you get ready in a position to lift her up, and she just kind of gives you a nod, and you just kind of push her up. She's pretty light, and you don't have to roll athletics for it. She's pretty light. As you're able to push her up all the way by her feet, and you kind of push her up, she kind of struggles a little bit to get to the window. As she kind of gets to the window, she grabs it for a second, and she kind of looks down at you and gives you a thumbs up again. And she kind of pulls herself up, although with a little bit of struggling. There is no sound generated from the two of you right now. As she kind of pulls herself up into the building, she kind of just hoists herself up, and she just kind of crawls her way into the opening. You hear the sounds of a couple of things shifting, but not much else.
Okay.
A few moments pass. As these moments pass, there's nothing heard. Couple minutes,
Right.
another minute passes by. Nothing seems to happen. What are you doing, Mike? You're standing in
looking-
front of a building right now, and you've just listed somebody into a window.
I know, and I'm just kind of like, wow. Let me try to do an athletics check and do a somersault over there. Yeah.
Sure. I would say athletics to jump up and to try and jump up and trying to grab the window
Oh.
ledge. Acrobatics if you're trying to do like a somersault
Oh
inside of it.
damn. Well, I already rolled 25, so
All right,
I guess
25. You just
I grabbed
jump
it.
up and just grab it. Just hoot. You lifted her up, but you could have done it in a single leap, a single jump. It'd have been super easy for you, regardless. You grab it, and you lift yourself up. As you begin to lift yourself up, you notice that you're making sound.
Oh fuck.
As you kind of grab it, you're just like, ugh, and you make sound. As you grab the side of this window, the rocks begin to kind of almost shift, and a couple of rocks drop from the ledge. As you grabbed it with a lot of strength, as it
Okay.
drops down to the ground, you just hear the sound of like a rock hitting the snow.
Oh.
As it
damn.
hits the side of the snow, it's not that loud, but you notice that there is a sound at least,
Oh.
and
let
you
me
just kind
do
of
it.
pull yourself up.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to be as quiet as she was. I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Okay, that's fine. You're all stealthy. You try to be as quiet and you try to stay there for a second. And you just kind of like, and you just kind of just quietly pull yourself up. The sound dampening is no longer there. But as you kind of pull yourself up and kind of just go out into it, you just kind of pull yourself into this small building. As you kind of pull this small building, you notice that first thing you notice is that on the ground floor, you see Ellie standing in the middle of that ground floor.
Okay. Is there anyone around her?
As you're kind of on the second floor, so like right now you're in a loft, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're in a loft. So like you kind of look down, you see her standing on the ground floor. There's no one around her, but as you kind of look down at her for a second, you notice that there is a glow on the other side of where she's looking. And you just kind of look down at her, and you kind of just see her for a second. She is stopped in place.
Oh,
She's
God.
looking directly at the side of something you cannot see. It's under you, under this loft.
Oh,
And you kind of see it. There's a blue glow kind of emanating. And from the flickering, you can tell that it's probably maybe even a fire of some kind.
oh God, that sounds fun. I don't know what I'm looking at, boys, but we're gonna we're gonna
What do you do?
I'm gonna see. Let's see. I'm gonna jump down there. I'm gonna jump
Okay.
down there and quietly.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Oh, that's not acrobatics. Oh my God, natural 20.
You just jump down there as quiet as possible.
grab
and
her. Oh,
You jump down next to her. This is your
I
first.
don't grab her. Wow.
You don't grab her. You can't grab her with the stealth check, bro. It doesn't know how that works.
Okay, I shake her. I shake her.
You
just,
grab
you know.
her and you kind of shake her for a second. It's like you shake her, and you just shake her, and her eyes, which for a second were completely white, with no pupils. She blinks, and she comes
no.
back, and the pupils come back, and she kind of looks at you and says, "Go, oh my God, what happened?"
What?
And I'm like, shh.
No,
I don't know what happened. You were just staring at that door.
No, I was looking at the, and she kind of looks back behind you.
And is she mesmerized or no?
She points at something behind you, Mike.
Okay. Alright, I turn my fucking head like an idiot.
You turn your head, make me a will saving throw.
Oh,
God,
shit.
God fucking damn it. That's why I said I looked at her.
Fuck.
13.
Fuck.
You turn and you look, and the first thing you see is a wax candle on a table. The wick is lit with a blue flame. And in this blue flame, you see a skull. But as you see this skull, you see something else past it. In the eyes of this skull, you see a history of a place. You see the history of a land. You see something that has shifted and has now been put back together haphazardly. Something is wrong with this place and this eye and this skull. Something has shifted, something has changed, and something is keeping it together. You're not quite sure. But as you're kind of looking deeper into this skull, with a 13 on your will saving throw, you take 10 mental damage as the amount of information going into your brain begins to make your nose bleed. And as it begins to make your nose bleed, you just kind of feel a shake on the side of your shoulders, my cock. As you just kind of feel a shake, and you just kind of feel a shake, she kind of shakes you for a second. Like, wake up, wake up, wake up. She looks at you for a second. And my cock, you pull your eyes away from this blue flame, and you look at Ellie. And you just kind of see Ellie. You notice that she seems to look the same, but behind her eyes, you can still see something behind them. Something glowing behind those eyes.
Damn, I'm gonna do a perception check. I'm gonna look in her eyes. Well, I'm gonna see if I see anything. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. That's a natural 1. 9. You see that skull in her eyes, but you want to look back at that blue flame thing. You saw almost the truth of something in. As you look back into that blue flame, you see that it has turned red. It's just a normal candle now. And as this is happening, both of you hear the door beginning to unlock.
Oh shit! I'm
Shit.
gonna front flip up to the second story
Okay. Roll me acrobatics.
quietly though.
Hey, does he get panache or what?
He's had panache. From the natural, he's had panache. Ready?
Whoopa!
That's a 19 with your circumstance bonus. You flip up all the way up.
Oh fuck! Did I not
And
say I
you
grab
leave-
her?
You leave
God
Ellie
damn it! I
behind.
didn't say I grabbed her. God damn it!
And you go up all the way up to the second floor. And Ellie looks at you for a second. She just quickly snaps her fingers and she waves her staff. And you just see it is a little bit loud, but there is a gust of wind. And she leaps up and jumps to the second floor as well.
I gotta grab her.
And both of you go to the window. And as you go to the window, you see the door open. I see the door open. You notice that there's a man with completely blank pupils walking inside. That's all you see as you both exit the window. So,
Nice.
for the rest of the group,
No harm, no foul.
no harm, no foul. For the rest of the group, all of you have reached the inn near the entrance of the small ice village. As you kind of reach the entrance, you guys kind of open the door and kind of come inside. As you kind of reach the inn, you notice that there are a few people working, but there are no guests at all. You're the only ones that are in this place. And you just kind of see the man kind of standing behind the counter. You notice that his eyes are completely clear, not blank like the others, or not blank like the one in the front. As he kind of looks over at all of you, and he just kind of says, "Welcome, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a while since we have travelers. Now, are all of you staying for a while or for a short time?"
Well, I think we're only allowed here to stay for the night.
For a short time, then. All right. Then you can have the room on the ground floor. The second floor is off limits, and there will be no food served. Just don't make any trouble if you can.
Well, my good sir, why don't we consider this a trial period? In case you want to stay a few more nights, I want to see how elegant this hotel is. You know?
It's not my call, my friend. You need to ask Salazar about that.
Salazar.
Who is this Sizzler?
Salazar is the village chief.
We just spoke with him, but alright. Your
Why is-
finest room.
Not the finest, but still a room. He kind of points you to the room that he pointed out before on the first floor.
But you just said that you don't get many travelers. Surely you have some nicer rooms available.
We have plenty of rooms available, but not for specific, only for those that are staying for a long time.
Oh, has to do with my fur, doesn't it? I see.
The color of your fur has no presence here.
That's what they all say. We'll take it.
Why does everybody have no pupils in this town? Is there some kind of brainwash going on? As I just do a joke.
You see him kind of look at you for a second. He just kind of laughs. He says, "There's no brainwash, my friend. It's enlightenment.
And
If
why
you
haven't you
see,
chose enlightenment?
well, you see the truth of things. And for me, well, scared of the truth. If I knew the truth, then, well, I'd have to live my life abiding by it, wouldn't I? I'd rather just stay here in my little inn, get paid by the village chief with a stipend every week. Travelers or not, I get paid the same. So, it is an okay life. But, maybe when I'm older, when I'm scared of death, I would choose enlightenment. Now, I will say this though. Any of you travelers reach enlightenment, you should be careful. If your eyes reach the complete blankness of enlightenment, you can't leave. So just be careful.
You say if your eyes catch the enlightenment, what does that mean? Are these people speaking to someone, looking at something?
From what I've heard, they see the truth of things. That's all they say. They always say they see the truth of things. But some of them say that a voice does talk to them. A voice that says, "The end is coming. Ruination will begin. Life is forfeit." But, it could be hogwash. I don't know exactly. I'm not enlightened, but sometimes that's what they say. So, it sounds like a pretty bad thing to be a part of, so I just choose to wash my hands of it, honestly. But, as I said before, if I'm scared of death, religion will usually save you. Oh, by the way, don't, and I repeat, don't try, well, don't make fun of people that are enlightened, to their faces at least. They get a bit stabby if you do that, alright?
Okay.
Sounds good.
As you guys make your way to the room, you open the door, and it is a storage closet.
What?
It's a walk-in closet. Maybe big enough. It's probably around like 4x4. You see it, and you see that on the ground is just a bunch of what looks to be hay. Just like a bunch of like hay and like small like dried. Is that thatch? It's thatch for sure. It's roof thatch that they've thrown on the ground. It is a room for an animal, or maybe even a dog of some kind. As you guys open the door and a little bit of shock on your face, he just kind of reels back. "That room is for short-term visitors only. So, I'd recommend getting a long-term pass if you're going to try and stay here longer. You get a better room, something with a bed." And as this is happening, as you guys are kind of just looking down at this place, Mike, what are you doing? You and Ellie have both exited the building, and you are now in the main place of where you were before. Ellie seems to be thinking about something. She's been silent this whole time as you guys have been walking. Okay, perfect. So,
No,
as
sorry,
Mike,
I'm here. I'm here.
yeah.
I'm here. Right. I look at Ellie and I ask Ellie, so what did you see?
Hmm?
When you looked at the candle, what did you see?
Oh, I didn't see anything.
Huh.
Yeah, it
Y-
was just so pretty. Then I just looked at it for a second, and it was just
I was I was standing there for 5 minutes looking at you.
Well, I mean, obviously with his pretty face, but
Damn.
quite flattering. But
Damn,
no,
baby.
I didn't see anything. Didn't see anything. There's nothing in that candle.
Hmm.
Regardless, where do you think they've gone? Where do you think that the others have disappeared to?
I don't know. Can you like, do you have like a spell to find them?
I do, but I mean, I can use it now if you'd like. It just, I'm not sure if our day is over quite yet.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know where they are. Oh shit. Fuck.
Well, the only way we can do is just keep walking along the path. Then, come on. She kind of she grabs your sleeve and just pulls you along.
My cock is just hard right now, you know.
You're being pulled along the path, and after some time, you eventually find that you see that they're probably in one of the buildings nearby. You enter the building, and as you kind of enter the building, you see the rest of the group. The rest of the group
Oh.
is kind of just like trying to figure something out as all of you begin to meet up in the beginning again, all 6 of you here. Koshi J has motioned for most of you to come sit down at one of the tables, and he kind of pulls out what looks to be some rations from you guys' packs. Since you won't be served food here, you might as well eat your rations. As he kind of pulls out some of the rations, kind of places it next to all of you, just kind of says, "All right, so there are a few issues we've had, and there are going to be some more. It looks like we are going to need to find a way to stay longer in this place, if we don't want to continue on our journey. Or we can just continue on and try to find the next place. Maybe find Sven, the Force, to aid us. Although, without Cinder being here, we will only have the supplies that we've brought. Anyone have any input, any suggestions that we should do?"
Wait, didn't we pack supplies for a month?
Yes, for a while, but you don't understand that a month is quite a bit of a short time around here. And lugging all of that around is surely going to make us exhausted.
Sure, okay. Is there any food any shops we can shop around in here?
That's exactly the problem. We have no permissions in this city.
Unless we have things to trade. Right?
Yes. Yes.
I've traded a very valuable thing, and has bought us as a knight here.
How can we win the mayor's favor in order for us to stay longer?
Who has the high diplomacy? Isn't that what we need, right? Diplomacy?
Could we stage something in order for the mayor to like us?
Stage a crime?
Stage, assassination,
No, wait.
possibly, or
No, wait. Balto, we didn't go down a path that smelled like blood, right?
no, we didn't.
Hmm.
What if that was?
What if
Oh.
that was? Yeah. What if that was that's what we needed to do?
Or
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
I mean,
a
we
little
can-
bit. That's a little bit meta, guys.
Huh. Man, maybe we should go back and
No. I don't want to deal with werewolves.
It's a little too late now. It's the middle of the night, and there might be werewolves out, man.
Yeah,
I say
currently
we
it
plan
isn't.
an event in order for the mayor to gain the mayor's favor tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Like a play or something.
No, stage something where possibly put someone in danger, and then we save the day, and then the mayor will like us all, and then be like, "Hey, stay as long as you want."
Me being a swashbuckler, I can save the day and put a good show on.
Okay. I
Mike,
like where this is going.
half the things we make you do, you never follow through.
I do a backflip.
Easily done. You do a backflip right in the counter, and as you kind of do a backflip, whoosh, you just kind of do a quick one, and you almost kind of hit one of the tables, but you've got a clear view of the space. As you kind of do that, and just like whoosh, quick backflip, the owner of the inn just says, "Hey, no roughhousing in here."
Maybe
How far
we
is the
find
how?
something the mayor needs help with, and we help him with that, in order to strike a deal for us to stay longer. Side missions. Everyone loves side missions.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh,
But if we
God.
needed a cause of, I'm gonna look around and see if anyone's listening.
It's a little
Is there
late.
anybody around?
There is the only person inside this whole first floor is just the owner of the bar, and he's not looking at all of you at all. It looks like actually he's just carving something. He looks to be just wiping like a lot of the bar stuff like around. But he just make you can tell just from like watching him for the last like maybe hour or so you guys have been here. He's just making himself look busy. He's not doing anything of importance. So
Okay.
he is definitely listening in.
Oh
man.
shit. Never mind. Well, I'm gonna whisper this too. I'm gonna get the group. I'm gonna whisper that.
He's been listening this whole time anyway, so he knows about the staging and everything.
I got God
Shit,
damn
never
it.
mind. Fuck. Well, I do have some spells that can help us. Let's figure out what the mayor wants. Maybe we can strike a deal, like what Bolton said.
Yeah, I think we strike a deal with the mayor in order for us to stay longer, so we can use this inn and investigate more.
Maybe someone can get enlightened.
And as you kind of say that, you just kind of, Ellie just kind of says, "Enlightened? What does that mean?"
Oh, I asked why everyone's looking like they have no peoples. And apparently, there's some kind of thing going on that people are getting enlightened, knowing the truth.
The truth? What's the truth?
I don't know. About yourself, maybe?
You
You
see her
mentioned
just kind of,
something about the end of all things or something.
Oh, yes, the end of all things.
you see her just kind of think for a second. She looks at you, Mike. And as she kind of looks at you and she looks back, she says, interesting. And she's kind of just takes out one of her journals and starts writing in it. As the night goes on, unfortunately, the only thing that this inn provides is water. As you guys have no liquor or alcohol unless you've brought it here, and all you've been eating is rations. The night continues on. Does anyone do anything throughout this night?
While we're, laying down in the floor,
Yes, in the 4x4
whisper-
room.
I whisper to Geralt, "Hey, I have a. Maybe we could poison the mayor. I have this small purple vial that Lady Eklight gave me.
Oh, yeah.
Or we
Also-
could give him daytime or dreamtime tea. I also
Also-
have a poison tea that can put him to sleep for a long time.
Also, I think, I can cast
Well,
invisibility,
who am I partnered up with
unseen
again?
servant. I could do a lot of things. But I think what we should do
Is poison
Is-
him, right? And
is while we're going to bed, I think we should have one person keep watch just to observe what's going on in this town. I think that'd be a good idea.
You just kind of. Oh, by the way, Ellie is your partner. By the way, as you you guys are kind of talking a little bit about murdering the mayor. As you guys kind of talk about it for a second, you hear Kosi J just kind of from the corner of the room. He just kind of says, "Please don't murder the source of authority in the place. Please, please, please don't."
Oh no, it's just a joke, right, Balto?
yeah. I just want him to accept the new religion that Lady Eklight was telling me about.
Oh, uh, yeah. But I think I think we should definitely have someone keep watch just to observe the town.
Fine. And Kosi J just kind of gets up. He says, "I'll watch. Don't worry. I need to gather some information, anyways."
Oh, okay. I'll do second watch. I was thinking we should do a split.
No, all of you can sleep here. It's safe. There's no danger here yet, but from what I can tell, they're hiding something. Definitely so.
Why don't we sneak out right now and go see what they're doing?
Wait, Mike Hawk, what did you find, Mike? And Ellie?
As all
Yeah,
of
you
you are
two
just
were
kind of
gone
like,
quite a while.
you guys are all laying in this 4x4 closet, and you kind of just like in a very, all of you are literally just next to each other. Like it's extreme. It's like almost in like a little circle, as you just kind of see that, yeah, everyone is kind of just, there are kind of blankets provided, but you guys are just probably, it's cold enough to where you have to still be in your coats to actually sleep. But I just kind of just look at Elliot and Mike. Ellie just kind of shakes her head and says, we found a a like a candle, right?
Mike?
We found a
Yes.
candle, and it was quite it's quite honestly, it was quite alluring actually. It's very interesting.
That candle.
Alluring how? The smell of the candle? The
No,
aroma
no,
of
Yeah.
it?
no.
Did it give you a vision?
Eh,
Yes, it gave, well, and she looks at you, Mike. It gave you a vision, right, Mike?
yeah, I did.
Yeah. It
Mhm.
showed me well, it showed me it showed me um it showed me what the source was.
What?
What was
What?
that?
How do you know it was the source?
I mean, I don't know if it was the source, but it showed me something. It showed me like, why are we here again? She asks you, Mike. Why are we here?
Why are we here? Why are we here, guys?
We're trying to find the
God fucking
source.
damn it, Mike.
We're trying to find the source.
We're trying to find the source, Ellie.
The source, right? The source. I mean, the source is obvious, but what was it called? The ice switch or whatever.
Oh, yeah, there's an ice switch
Yeah,
here.
the ice switch. What about her?
Yeah. I saw her. I saw her, and I saw her source of power, her source or something or whatever.
What is that?
It's You're gonna think I'm crazy.
Yes?
Her source of power. It's a person.
Yes, who?
It's a person in a coffin.
Where? What?
It's a person in a coffin, but the crazy thing is they have the same face. The same person.
So,
I mean, that's all I saw. There was a big white room and made of ice, I think. But a person in a coffin with the same face as the witch. And a vast, a lake, an ocean under. That's what I saw, at least. Mike, what'd you see?
Vast Lake, ocean, under, white room, person, look the same, coffin. Write that down, girl. Write that down.
same face.
What did I see?
Yeah, Mike, what
Done.
did you see?
I'll be honest. I forgot what I saw.
All I remember it was like a skull or something.
Oh,
Saw a
Yeah.
skull, saw the truth of the world. It's being held together by something,
yes.
but it's about to fall apart.
Thank you very much, GM.
As you see Ellie just kind of go back deep into thought. Mike just kind of rambles out what he says. Coach CJ just kind of stands up and just leaves the room. He just kind of says, "Be safe, everybody. Be safe." And kind of
Where you
closes
going,
the door.
Coach CJ?
gonna gather information around the city.
Wait, we were thinking the same thing, right, Geralt?
Yeah.
And Harold? Yes, thanks, Harold.
You're welcome.
I guess
It's
Mike
late in
Hawk
the
and Ellie
night.
could stay in here since they gathered some information already.
It's late in the night. Cozy J's kind of. It's late in the night. Just rest. All of you are not used to the shift, so the nausea will come.
No. You guys can go. Me and Ellie got it.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
He's not asking Mike. He's asking the rest of you. The sickness, the shift to sickness is quite tough.
Alright, we'll rest.
There's a sickness?
Oh, it hits you about maybe 12 hours after you've shifted.
Oh.
Okay. You're right. We should get.
Oh no, come along. No, it's fine. If you think you can handle it, just come along. Let's go gather some information.
I'm staying with Ellie.
I think I'll be fine. Must have done this before. Just kidding.
You want
plus-
to come? Go on. Let's
Plus,
go.
I feel like I could do something else too. Use invisibility, figure something out.
Sure. Koji exits the room. Is anyone gonna go with him?
Are you gonna go with them, Balto?
I can definitely snoop around with my sense of smell.
So
Let's
we're all
go.
just gonna go snoop around, right? All right.
Wait, no. Maybe I'll stay. I don't want to get that.
It's
nausea.
late at night right now. It's probably like around midnight right now. It's super
Oh,
late.
is it? Oh, that was like
It's
9.
No, it's
Okay, never
really
mind.
late.
Never mind. I was gonna stay. Just,
Wait, cyborgs don't sleep. Go ahead.
I need to no, but I do. I need a rest, man. I need to do a full reset.
Okay, no one is going close to Jay. That's fine.
Wait, I'm your buddy. Should I go?
Yeah, you should go. Wait, you're his buddy.
Alright,
you should
I'll
go.
go.
with him.
I'll go.
Hey,
I'll
what
go.
are you
You're my
talking
buddy.
about?
I have to go.
You have to go.
Okay.
All right, Balto, let's get out of here. He kind of pulls you along. As both of you just kind of exit the room, the rest of the four inside. Is there anything else you guys do throughout this night?
I mean, no one's gonna take a watcher shift, but then I'll take like an hour of watch. I just want to observe the town.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to go to sleep now. You could just like sit in the inn where like the tables are and just kind of sit and just kind of watch outside. The window is open. Like this somehow for some reason this inn has an open floor plan. The windows are kind of open, so like it's really fucking cold in this place.
Like, I just want to watch like the townspeople, see what they do. Are they just like doing something like super like meta? Are they just like doing like repeat stuff? I don't know.
Yes.
No
They're following the
fucking
meta, bro.
shit.
They're following the meta. They're running Viper on fucking Icebox.
We
Yes,
both
they're following
know
the
there
meta.
is a window.
Are they repeating stuff? I'm just like, damn, what's going on?
Yes. They're conditioning. They've been conditioned. But yes, that's fine. That's okay. Anyone else? Harold, Mike.
Nothing really.
Okay.
I might take a watch shift, but I don't think we need to, do we?
Doesn't seem like it. It's pretty safe, it seems. All right. So Garrett's the only one that's gonna be sitting out there, and then you just see Mike just trying to just scoot closer to Ellie.
Yeah, I'm like,
As
what's up, Ellie?
that's happening, Balto and Kosi J. You see Kosi J kind of walk forward outside. He kind of stretches his arms a little bit. He's just kind of like, all right. Balto, let me ask you a question. Yes.
Yeah,
All right. Are you good at sneaking around?
I am proficient.
All right. Are you good at keeping your mouth shut?
The best there is. Woof, woof.
Bro, this guy's got a
Perfect.
fucking +4 in stealth.
All right. If that's the case, then what we're going to need to do is that we're going to actually try and sneak into the mayor's house and steal some documents. Is that good for you?
Ah, yes. I also have this vial of poison if we want to slip that in.
We're not going to kill the mayor. Please
I have
relax
this
on that.
Dreamtime tea if we want
That's
to.
not. No, we're not
him to
poisoning
sleep
the
for a
mayor.
long time.
Relax. We're just going to steal some things from his place, and we're going to try to get some information because I think, well, I know that with the way things stand, we are going to be heading into our deaths in a couple of days.
With my keen
There's
nose,
no-
I make a good lookout.
Fine. I will go inside myself and you look out for me, alright?
Yeah.
Sure. And he just kind of continues walking towards where the mayor's house was. And he just kind of continues walking up towards the stairs and everything like that. The night
Perception check.
is silent.
With even the night. Coming for
Coming
your
for your
heart. Coming for your
Coming for
heart.
your heart. As you begin to make your way to the mayor's house. The mayor's house is a 3-tiered building. As you kind of see that it is quite large, it's circular in nature, it's pretty, it's there. As you kind of just see that the door is closed and there are no guards in front of the mayor's house. This place doesn't seem very violent. You can already tell that like the only guards that are standing around are around the barriers and the edges of the city. There's nothing really inside, no patrols or anything like that you've seen. They seem to be trying to keep things out or in. You don't know,
No
but they are
guards.
on the barriers. No guards, which means that we are free to do what we need to do.
Oh, I'm very good at searching for things too, CJ.
I mean, if you want to come, you can jump up the window with me, but a lookout would be nice. Maybe we should get one of your extra friends and come over here to look out for us.
Seems like. Let me give it a good sniff right now. See if there's
Okay.
anything that might pique my perception.
You sniff. 18. I'll say with 20 because of your stupid Shuni heritage. As you kind of sniff around, you smell a lot of different things. You smell yaks, you smell dung, you smell like a lot of different kinds of people. Um, you smell. You're not quite sure, but you smell the distinct smell of. Is that? It's something that is on the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite remember it. But it is.
I scratched my head real hard, remember.
It is an unpleasant smell. It's extremely sharp. It's like it's something fermented. Something that was not meant for consumption. As if there is rot.
Survival check? Medicine
Yeah,
check?
roll a survival check, that's fine. 17. Is that... It might be... You may think it's something rotting. Food.
Meat
Maybe-
rotting?
Meat, yes. It's something that's it's extremely sharp. But it's rotting.
Something
But-
smells disgusting.
The only issue is that it's extremely faint. As if you only get faint whiffs of it every so now and then. As if
There's
the
something
smell-
in there that's disgusting
Well-
of smell.
smell is blunted.
Maybe smells of raw, degrading meat. Disgusting.
Kosia looks down at you and just kind of hears you muttering, disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. As he kind of looks down at you and just kind of just... Well, that is a very good lead. I don't know, maybe we have a doppelganger on our hands. And they've murdered the mayor. Taken their
What?
place. And maybe we can solve the problem. We can make it so that we oust the doppelganger. We defeat the demon, the aberration, and we become the heroes of the city. Does that
What's a
sound good?
doppelganger's weakness? How can I tell one apart?
That's why we have the stupid codes. Doppelgangers are only return their original form when they are slain. So, unless you have a better way of killing people and bringing them back to life, the only way to tell is if there's obvious evidence.
Let's go in and investigate. Seems like there's no watch for this house, so no need to be on the lookout for patrols.
Sure. You see Kosi J just kind of look up at the three-tiered building, and he just kind of looks up at it, and he just kind of says, "I think that window right there is open, so we can get a hook." He kind of pulls out a hook, seemingly from nowhere. And he kind of just he tosses it up and just hits the side of the window. As it hits the side of the window, he just kind of pulls it down tight, and he says, "All right, looks like we are good for infiltration." Kind of grabs it for a second and kind of begins to walk up the side of the building.
Okay, I'll do the same.
You do the same. Roll me an athletics check.
So I'm built for this shit.
Nope. 21. Easy peasy. You make your way up. As you kind of just like you both make your way up, infiltrating another building. As you both enter what looks to be a stairwell of some kind. As you just kind of just enter in, and you see Kosi just kind of pull the rope and just kind of wrap it quickly into his bag and puts it somewhere where you don't know where it goes. As he just kind of looks around and says, "All right, quiet, and make sure that you got my back, all right, buddy?"
Okay, should we follow the smell?
"Yes. North or south? Up or down?" "It's south. It's down."
It's down.
You, all right, perfect. Lead the way. As you're just kind of going down and down and down. You go down the stairway. It is a spiral staircase. As you're kind of going down and down and down, you see some things on the ground. You see splotches of red, almost blackened crimson blood stained across these stairways.
Why is
As
there
if
so much
something had
blood?
impacted the sides of the stairways, as if something has been pushed down the sides of these stairways. And as you kind of see them all just slam down into the ground, you notice that there is something has happened here. A murder, perhaps? A killing? But there is stained blood all down the stairway, as if something has fallen down these steps before. You can't quite tell how old they are, but they're definitely not fresh. As you see Koshi J take out his weapon, he just kind of just... "Looks like we're a little bit in over our head, buddy. Well, are you known to back down from a challenge?"
Am I known to back down from a challenge?
What?
What do you think this is? As I draw my pistol out.
You just draw your pistol out, and you're just like, "Yes, I see." You see Koshi draw his rapier out. As the two of you just kind of walk down the steps. Can I have you roll a stealth check for me? That's a 10. You take out your pistol and you kind of walk down the steps. Koshi J rolls a 22. So he's extremely quiet. As you guys are both walking down, you kind of get down almost to the bottom floor. You're like, "Oh, wait, I need to cock my pistol first." As you just kind of make a bit of sound. As he makes a bit of sound, there is almost a sound, a yelp of surprise, as something or someone just says, "Who is it? Who is it there?" And Baltar, you're leading the way at this point.
Oh. Complete silence.
"Someone there? You have to answer if I ask." Couple of moments pass.
Give it a little sniff. Smell human?
Or perception. Smells like flesh, like meat, like blood,
Hurt. Someone's hurt in
like
there.
a person.
There's blood coming from that room.
Are you saying that to Kosi J right now?
Yeah. Whispering.
Okay. I mean, even whispering is still a sound.
Before you go, help him.
When we stealth. This person's on high alert. It's a 6.
Oh shit.
You whisper something to Kosi J. It doesn't matter what it was. But as you whisper something, you kind of hear a yell like, ah! And you kind of hear the sound of someone yelling, and you hear the door open. Boosh! It bursts open, and the light of the outside comes along, and you hear someone running away, sprinting out of the room. And Kosi J just kind of pushes past you, and into the foyer, like the large lobby of this house. And you hear Kosi like, "What in the gods is this?" And Balto, as you walk down from the stairway, you see on a wooden table the corpse of the mayor,
Oh my
and
god.
pieces of him ripped out,
Oh shit.
all of his organs laid across the floor as if they are symmetrical. And as you kind of see the blood, for some reason, almost as if it was frozen. You see the blood trying to drip to the floor. You see the blackened stains on some of the wall. You see that the fire a little bit flickering. You notice that there is almost a sheen on this body, but the slight, small whiffs of rotten flesh still permeate your nose
Oh
as
my
you are
god.
confronted with the corpse of a man that you just saw talk earlier today.
Oh shit.
The door is
He's
open
dead.
and the snow kind of comes in. And as that is happening, I think we'll probably end the session there, honestly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. I think that's
Balto, why
good.
didn't you stop him?
I don't know, man.
Dude,
He
it was a
couldn't react
doppelganger,
fast
man.
enough.
It was a doppelganger, bro.
As you kind of as the snow comes into the room, the rest of the people in the inn, who knows what they're doing. But yeah, that is everything. So that's session 7. We got a lot of stuff done today. You guys are finally in the reflection, in a place where there's new stuff to do. And
Woohoo.
yeah, it's gonna be good. We don't know when the next session is gonna be. What, another 70 days? So like it was in November.
Mhm.
So we'll see what's going on about that. But yeah, that's a lot of stuff. No combat today. There was possibility for combat today for sure. But obviously you guys
But
moved away
obviously,
from it.
Mike Hawk made it out of there alive.
Yeah. There's there's like 3 or 4 opportunities for combat today. I had the battle maps already prepped, but you guys avoided all the combat today. So just
Let's
a lot
go.
of like role play and story and stuff. So next time there's probably gonna be combat, and then we'll see what's going on
Can
there.
we for Mike Hawk to get his dick wet?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
that's
man, you made
everything.
such good first moves with her when you two were
Uh-huh.
alone. Oh
Uh-huh.
my god.
Uh,
I should.
but yeah, hope everything is good, and yeah, we'll see everybody next time. I'm going to end
Oh.
the recording.
Sure, we'll end the session here.
Thank you. Good